Texas stand up, going against WalkEmDownWiggles. And his outfits, you know what? It's Trojan. I'll let it pass. Wait, you got the, hold up, what level do you get those pants? Don't matter, get down 4-2, you're up in this air now.
Rhythm said, how do I get the cheekless chaps? How do I make that happen? I'm just saying that you decided that you really wanted to know the answer to that question. I'm just saying.
Dude, they look cool. You don't like fashion? You don't like fashion?
Spoken as somebody from Texas, bro.
Bro, are you using FGC right now? We're just going to tournaments with a graphic tee and some jeans. We're doing that.
If you have the right graphic tee and the right jeans, bro.
Hey, all right, up y'all's fashion. But right now, Trojan said up his damage.
Ugh.
He's got heat. And it's probably no.
Tragic.
It's so sick. 61 damage. Lol.
Yeah, I respect those combos. You know that Trojan has been really on the combo game, a aficionado, but WalkEmDownWiggles is wiggling his way into a bubble.
Wiggling his way into a bubble. All right, WalkEmDownWiggles. I love the Santa outfit too. Not seeing a lot of the 2-1 upward 1+2 spam right now. But that's just because Trojan. This is Trojan we're talking about. There
That's why you gotta talk about it, right? The make some noise. All right, we've seen one. We've seen one make some noise, y'all. Let's count them. I'm counting them on my hands. How many make some noises we get?
Which dirty bubble? Don't matter. We're getting that G Corp badge back. Punish that down 4-2. Dude, I was abusing that with a friend the other day.
She got to.
It was so funny.
Through the wall. Yes. One more platinum grace will do it.
Oh no, Trojan!
What are we doing?
What are you doing?
Texas lay down.
Like, hello? Graphic tees and the right skinny jeans do go hard. Yeah, if you got some accessories, get some accessories on that, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man. Tasty Steve ran the jeans and the graphic tee for years, bro, and he rocked the hell out of it, just like Trojan rocked the hell out of Wiggles' life bar with his Matterhorn.
Ugh. You're probably dead because he has heat as well.
Make some noise.
Yo, that looks so cool.
That's a cool ass heat smash. That's a new heat smash that she gets out of Feisty Rabbit.
And it looks like a lot of characters also. A couple characters do have new looking heat smash. I know Jun has a Hadoken, and
yeah, that's
Fang's.
It's more Kamehameha wave for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Dude, she has half screen lasers now when she has all of her Bitcoins.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, get sidestepped into the new stuff, the interesting stuff. I don't know if
tragic. That. Oh, dang! You lucky that you're not Ariel in that situation.
What the heck? It's got season 2 game and Trojan 3 rounds to 1 versus WalkEmDownWiggles. I'm wearing suits to majors. Alright, bro. Y'all ever felt a light commentary light?
If you go to East Coast Throwdown, they will not let you on if you wear a tie.
It's literally in the notes.
It's in the email.
No suits, no ties, or
no suits, no ties.
We'll make you
looking at you, Reno.
Yep. Does Reno Pro show up in suit and ties before?
Oh yeah, he always wears a suit jacket. He doesn't wear a tie, but he wears a suit jacket.
Did he wear a suit jacket at ECT?
I think so.
I have to go back to that.
Like a blazer.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Technically, a blazer is a suit jacket, but it's like a blazer, and he usually wears a tee under it. Anyway. Okay.
Anyway, yo,
make it clap.
Okay. Punish that. You know, the block animation looks like it's not, make it look like it's not punishable, but it is. Matterhorn for the anti-air. Pop the heat.
Cartwheel on him. Few tricks on it. Oh, what you trying to do armor for?
What you doing, buddy? Trojan. What's that? Is that 4 rounds straight? Did WalkEmDownWiggles only get that first round?
I believe that you're correct, my friend.
Sidestep 2 doesn't get the forward. Get sidestep. Nice. The sidestep 2. Okay.
Damn shame. The programmed uppercut. Wrote that one on a JavaScript. Wake your ass up.
Wake your ass up. .txt. I mostly know HTML, CSS, so that's all I got. All you JavaScript nerds, like, y'all got it. C++ Python users. Okay, the jump back from the Gamma House stance. Down back 1. Play some Nooch now.
JSON. Yeah, Trojan really trying to get that spacing game, trying to get some keep out, but traded.
Back 1 plus 2 whiffs, and then we try to, okay. Side step 2. That's 49 damage. You know what? Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have got hit.
It's huge.
Very. This is
Look
fair.
at this keep out Trojan is playing. Nice sidestep.
Okay.
At the back ones.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, good. Tries to go for the hug. Pops the heat. Yo, what was that noise? You heard that? Heard the go the glass shatter? What was that for? Back 1 plus 2 for the heat engager.
Ooh, cannot jump over the forward 1. Trojan trying to run the root of all evil, but WalkEmDown is wiggling.
So he's definitely, speaking of walking down, definitely slowing the pace down, trying to slow down Trojan momentum right now. Not going as in as he was in that first game. Maybe playing with a little more respect versus Trojan.
Right.
Yo, the windmill slaps.
Ooh.
Yo, hold up.
He's not afraid of it. You can go ahead, do a couple more of them. That's fine for me.
Yo, remember those little toys where you could like rip the cord and then the ballerina goes spinning?
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what that reminded me of. Yo, they're both in heat. They're both hot. Trojan probably gonna pop his. With all eagle.
Pop it.
Low heat smash.
Popping it on stream is crazy already. Trojan walking them down to the next round. Stop. Then wiggle with it.
Bro. Final round, game 2. Trojan looking to take this set. That windmill, the ballerina windmills look so interesting. It looks so whimsical. Look at that, dude. That's so
the strong aerial tailspin.
Jesus.
It's kind of cool.
Don't ever do that. It is.
Ooh, big 3+4. I think we got ourselves another wall here.
No, he tried to go for the sauce, but dropped the combo. 48 damage, Omega low. Nice break. Okay, the Trojan literally just 1 touch away. So WalkEmDownWiggles has the opportunity to do the funniest thing right now.
Yep, shout out Lil Jon. Oh, and no shout outs to Buster Rhymes here. We only made it clap 5 times in that game, in that set, actually, which is crazy. Tasty Steve would be upset y'all not making enough noise out here. No. He's got a move named after him, and you're not using it every second of the match.
Now, speaking of Jack, we got JFrac versus Tomoriru.
Tomoriru.
We have a king mask, dude. You don't need to wear that. You don't need to wear that right now.
Yes,
engage. Oh my god, I hate that. Yo, you know what? All these low heat smashes that are now not heat smashes anymore, I blame Lars. Because that cutscene makes it look like it's a heat smash. But it ain't. Boom. Hold that.
But Tomoriru made 5th place in TNS this week. In case you didn't know it, this is that guy out here. And JFrac, long time Lars player, also known as Buff Lars on the Twitterverse. He's going to show you why Lars is the character that you should be talking about.
He's going to show you us why we shouldn't have been buffing Lars.
Yeah, Lars has now a down forward 1 string. He's got wall running mid and a wall running high to go plus on block.
Wall running high?
Yep, wall running plus frame homing high. Yep.
You know what? We're gonna be
we might not see it. We'll have to see.
They're gonna be professionals.
That low
here.
is plus 26 on hit. I didn't
see Rainbow Edition, man. All right, JFrac, yo, get interrupted. Boom. Get in range, but okay. Yeah, JFrac with the nasty stuff. 2 rounds up over Tomoriru. He's got to make something happen, bro. Come on, you're playing king. Get in there. Pops the heat. Boom. Slams him down. 54 damage combo because he was airborne. It was kind of like a float situation. But right now, Tomoriru has a dude in the mix. Look at all that chip.
Dang, he's getting none of those down 4-1 strings. Tomoriru's been doing his homework. Big old trade tornado style. It's a Twister NEM.
Interesting. Okay, Tomoriru has a pretty healthy life lead right now. We know in this game that can be deleted at any moment, just like that.
Tomoriru not even going for the down 4-3 into the heat dash. He just goes straight for the down 4-3-3. Had the perfect wall distance to be able to get that huge amount of damage. The down forward 3 that was the first part of that string is a hit confirmable into stance 1-2, and you just get heat dash launcher. It's absolutely insane. And he's like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna let the launch punishable second hit rip. Why not?
Why not, dude? Of course I am. But nah, dude. Sometimes you got to do that. Because I be seeing Reina players let loose. I can't remember the notation of it. They be letting loose their little launch punishable string from I think it's from Heaven's Wrath stance. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm blocking that 100% of the time. I don't care what y'all are thinking. But some people be getting hit. It happens, dude.
The next battle.
Yeah, the mid,
yes,
the power
yeah,
crush,
I think it's
or
the mid.
Yeah, the Sentai. Well, I'm gonna have to see it. There's still so many things that I haven't gotten into muscle memory, and luckily we get to watch these dope ass games and these players be able to show us the good stuff.
We're learning, and right now Tomoriru is gonna hopefully make this dude learn about Clive.
Interesting.
Okay, goes for the slot into the low.
A couple of those things. Okay, now says I'm gonna back up the first time, second time immediate interaction into the demon breath. I like the mix.
Yep, Final Fantasy demon breath, so it's safe. Take those. Okay, tries to go for the dash while in heat, gets grabbed out of it. Commence this. Let's go. Cutscenes. All right, Tomoriru, it's already paying off. This Clive pick.
Got to. Okay, I like the kip up, stopping the Tomoriru Clive drive.
Ooh, yeah.
Watch that. Yes, sir. We know that.
Don't ever do that in your life.
Yeah, especially now that you can do down 4-3 in his stance. Seems like now he's like, oh, you know that one. All right, let's go to layer 2. Let's see if Buff Lars is going to show us how Buff Lars is.
See how many ooh, yo, that is the most.
What do you think about that?
My mind is like, did he know? But also, I'm not holding this mix. That's what. Yo! Okay. You know what? You're right.
Said I don't even care.
It was my fault for pressing buttons. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Demon Breath. Let's go. He's got 1 RPM, looking at 2.
Ooh. Hell Sweep versus Hell Sweep. They did make Lars's Plasma Cutter, the down back 4, 1 frame faster, if I'm not mistaken, so it's now 20 frames. Arslan Ash says you get to use it now. JFrac catching him with the throw on the wall. Tomoriru using the Heat Smash to get out.
Now you get to use it now. Yo gets launched for trying to go for that low. Don't ever do that in your life. JFrac still has speed as well. Ooh. That was juicy.
He didn't even use the electrified wall combo.
Right? Goes for Ramu plus unblock. Let's go. Don't. Did that go under, over?
You clearly do not play against Lars enough in this game, my dude. If you were like, oh, that went over that? That orbital is ridiculous, especially out of the silent entry.
It is. I usually just get hit by it at the start of the round. Not in clutch situations.
Okay, nice little punish right there. I would have liked to see something a little bit different. Oh my goodness, silent entry 2-1, good lord.
I was doubting the decision making of letting Tomoriru play the game, but hey, this is Lars we're talking about here.
Fair.
He can get right back in there if he wants to. Okay, good stuff right there from Tomoriru. Plus frames into the stands.
Oh yeah, we like that. We like that.
Hey, all right.
He's running one right there in the middle of the combo to kind of realign, but he missed the balcony. That's tragic.
Oh, it doesn't finish. Okay. Yo, tries to go for this pancake flip kick. Nice suit. Going for that. Yep.
32 damage punish.
Yikes, dude. Look at the mix. Look at the mix.
Send it. Yes, sir.
Just like that. JFrac, 3 rounds to 2, taking down Tomoriru. Yo, he said
Tomoriru from the Philippines. Also in the Bay Area right here. Definitely showed out.
Still a character I personally still struggle a bit against. Still got to learn a lot of that matchup. But right now, we're getting right back into it. We're keeping it moving, y'all. It's Toji versus KWTV. We're about 37 minutes into this ladder. Remember, you have the next 2 hours to enter, or hour 30 minutes now, to enter this bracket. You can play as many matches as you want. Need at least 6 to qualify for this top 6. Best record gets up in there. And right now, KWTV throwing out the Raven, tries to drop the parry, gets punished, 50 damage back grab.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, sorry, I was about to Talk about how they nerfed my character. I'm sorry. There's the heat smash into the unbreakable grab. KWTV still alive for it. Gets a little punish. Ooh, that was a big snake edge. They lit.
Edge didn't die in the way that he should have. And KW, oh my goodness, his radio name, KWTV. Gotta be putting Toji into rage. That did a grip. 77 damage. I love that. Oh, no duck right here.
Dang.
Matter. Purple clones. They're punishable. Don't let them get away with that.
KWTV running nothing but 7 Samurai and Shogun Assassin reruns. Let's see what Toji got to say about it.
Yeah. I just realized, is this a Sasuke custom from Toji or am I tripping? Yo, trust.
Oh, I like the full 4-3s. Double time. Let's see if KWTV can get all the way over there. Of course, this is Raven we're talking about. This, the most important part, is the wall.
Yikes, yo. Homeboy grenade. Is he? Did he throw out? Okay, I thought he threw out the parry for a second, but right now, Toji gonna throw out that rage art. Going to be killing KWTV. Gonna be going up 2 rounds to 1. Yo, Kid the Captain, I see you in the chat. Appreciate you, man.
Definitely. That low amount of health, you could have done anything except throw in that situation and it would have killed.
Yep, absolutely. KWTV probably hitting himself for that one. Doesn't matter. Yo, hold up.
Ooh, okay. Did 2 damage on a wall splat. It's nice. Can you do it again though?
Oh my god. Minus 13, Andy.
Is that the first 14? Is that the first perfect of the night?
I think that is the first perfect of the night. Right now, Toji right there. Didn't like that. We're gonna be going to the wall. Yikes. Yikes.
Sheesh, 58 damage, the entire Thunder with the rain dance on it. Dancing on your corpse. And then another perfect right afterwards. Okay, y'all. You guys gonna have to help me. I might start losing count at some point. I'm counting perfects. TNS last night, we saw Tuesday night, we had so many perfects, I couldn't even keep up. But tonight, we're gonna try our best.
Oh, no duck on either of those strings right there. Toji. Boom. Damage.
Nice. I like that sidestep, right? You know, those Reina players know quite a bit about demon claws and how linear they are.
Yeah, absolutely. We get those sidestep electrics out here. Yo! He could have did literally anything to punish him for that. Toji, 1 round up. Just continuing this dominance right now.
Now I noticed that they did throw after the parry and it didn't say punish on the screen. And it didn't look like it had that big like star. So it feels like Raven's parry has not very long to consider it a punish for it. It's kind of crazy.
It is very interesting. I wonder if that is an oversight with the system.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is just. Yo, is he going for another perfect? Sidestep that. No, just the interrupt. Doesn't matter. Yo, no perfect. Hit him with the no perfect. Hit him with the no perfect.
Tragic.
Yo, and then
tragic.
Yeah, very tragic. And he's gonna get so much recoverable health back from this situation.
Ooh, look at all that.
Yikes.
92 damage. Finish it. Finish it. Rage art.
No. Oh, he didn't rage art. He wanted to hit him with one more mix. One final mix. All right. KWTV stops bleeding just a little bit.
That was pretty nice. MFKWTV giving his opponent some doom.
No. I keep expecting Reina players to go to the wall now, but no, they don't have to anymore.
Yeah, just spike him down.
Homeboy grenade.
Get in there, Daki.
Guessed wrong, went for the mid, goes out the purple clones, and right now, KWTV at the wall once again. Dude.
Dang, the Ninja Godfist? The wall standing too?
1 round away from getting a game in this set. Remember, guys, in this kind of ladder format, every single game matters.
Games can be as important, especially when you end up in those tiebreaker situations at the end. And, of course, you don't want the 2-1 situation. You want the 2-0. You want to be in and out so you can get your next win on the board.
Exactly. Yikes. I think that was a string I was talking about earlier. That was the launch punishable string I was talking about earlier.
So it goes back 1-1, and then it goes into Sentai stance into the 2-1, which is exactly, that's what we were on the same page, definitely.
Sentai 2.
Yeah.
I think that's what Hit the Captain was talking about earlier.
I agree.
Well, in the chat.
Yeah, I
Appreciate
think
you,
so.
Captain.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Let's get it.
The third
Another
time
one.
He's setup. Just back. Yo, fourth time.
Let's go. Pressing.
He said he doesn't know Pepe laugh. What are you supposed to do for that? I don't know, bro.
What are you supposed to? That's a good question, bro. Maybe don't get up. That is a possibility. I'm not sure.
Yikes.
You have the replays. All you got to do is finish this game, and then you get to look back at the replays, and you can find out. That's the beautiful thing.
Kid Ash over asking for coaching. I see you. What do you do? Ooh. Okay. Joe,
Ooh.
he is chasing down these clones, bro. Every single time this dude parries.
Bro, literally wins the round, gets the perfect, back to chat.
Yeah. Yo, he's on console too, so he's got the phone right in his lap, bro.
Okay, nice little demon breath. Get off of me. Not ducking.
Oh, he ducked. JWTV got conditioned like that? Is that easy? Yikes. One round away from taking out KWTV.
That parry has ridiculous amounts of recovery. It just looks like KWTV doesn't really have much that they can do once they whip the parry.
Yeah, he's chasing them down with these forward 2s. Unfortunate wall situations. Misses the Sentai 2-1. I just learned that today. Toji! Okay, you know what? Yeah, it happens. It happens. Sometimes they don't hold back. It's okay. All right, one more mix. Toji has rage and no more rage, actually. Pops the heat. KWTV looking to steal this away.
Ooh.
He throws out the parry. He drags him on the floor. Toji, 3 rounds straight. Though, don't let those rounds fool you. He made him work for it. Made him sweat for it a little bit. Good stuff.
Raven players doing their -14 punishable attack and then being like, oh, I have to parry after this. That's what I'm saying, bro.
All right, y'all. We got Aztec versus the Debaser. Was Debaser the diaper guy in the Roman?
No, that's Diebuster.
Diebuster, okay.
Not Diaper Buster.
Diaper Buster. Shout out to the homie Roman Jelly. Now we got Paul on the screen, y'all. It's important to note, if you guys don't know this already, that Gormless unblockable, banned.
It's banned.
It's banned.
Right.
Can't use that.
Right. That doesn't mean that you can't use forward 1+2. It just means you can't use forward 1+2 and then force your opponent to block a move, to not be able to block a move that they can. Yeah.
Exactly. No unblockables here, y'all. Not those unblockables. Nice punish right there. Aztec chasing down the spin.
You didn't want the forward 2 heat engager. Very interesting. Oh, that's a really difficult pickup that I found. Down 1+2 now gives you, or pickup is a strong term, follow-up. Like, you can get Death Fist, but it's like really hard to do after the counter hit down 1+2, which now gives you a guaranteed follow-up, which is crazy. If Pauls didn't always want to use that move constantly.
Right now, Debaser has a massive life lead to make up for right now versus Aztec. And also, I've noticed, I like how Tekken King now is basically like, you know, kind of like a Tekken God Supremes now with this new rank reset. Ranked is much harder now than it was last season.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like people have been saying losing is really punishing in this version. Dang, Debaser tried to sidestep Aztec with the up forward 2, which is apparently linear, so they say, but still finishes it out, gets the Kinjo forward 1+2, gets some flee, but nothing doing.
Yeah, a new change right there from Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu, Jesus. Yoshimitsu cannot go into flee from that. And Door Knocker, the first part of it, Debaser, 1 round up. Finally has a round on the board. Spit on him, but misses.
He's been doing that a lot. I feel like I had conversations with him about how, you know, doing the unblockable at that range and doing it so much is maybe not a play style that we both enjoy, but it looks like maybe he's had a turn of heart. Maybe he's a little gone over to the dark side.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a very, very viable strategy. I can't remember who I blamed for that technique.
Oh, I do.
I don't remember seeing. That's
they're in this bracket. I'll tell you right now who you finna blame for that.
You know what? I know who I blame.
You have to remember. Yep.
I blame Victimo Tekken 7 with Nina. Boom.
Victimo Tekken 7 with Nina. Oh, with the evil mist. That's fair.
So I had never really even seen that move used that much. Well, then again, I didn't see that many Nitas to begin with. But Victimo was like the first player I saw really abusing the hot tour. And then, you know, Yoshi players also started like following suit, like you said. Hopefully we get to see that Yoshi player. What you're talking about.
Yeah. Hey, we might not get to see him play Yoshi. Oh, here we go. Debaser finally spitting on that thing. Okay. What we got? Try to go for some 4-4 1+2 and maybe get a little bit of Oki, but not working out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, we're gonna get a wall. We got to. We like that. Thank you for tech rolling. Appreciate you.
Over here typing, you're making me laugh. Stop it.
Okay, get those punishes. Nice tech. Psych. April Fools. Bam. Bing. Boom. Okay, we're gonna get ourselves some down 2-2s. Flashing it up. There's what we were going for.
Yo, gets blocked right there.
Tragic.
Very tragic, but does not capitalize. Oh, I thought he tried to wait for a sidestep, but no. Debaser right now still in. That's new. That looks new.
It's not new. Yoshi players just never use it.
God damn it. Good old. That's a very Yoshi coded thing to do.
For sure.
Absolutely, right there. One round apiece right there. Nice trade. Right in Debaser's favor though. Goes for the hop knee. Only gets a jab punish into the flip, the monkey flip. But right now, Aztec looks like he's being a little bit afraid to go in. Don't even matter though, because he still has that life lead as well. Aztec 1 round away from taking out Debaser in this ladder, 2-0.
Debaser killing themselves with the 4-4. Okay, there's the Paul hatchet kick. He needed it. The he needs it hatchet kick.
This is definitely Tekken 8. I need it. Yo, down for 2. Remember, guys, easier to punish hip-ups. Unblockable lows, though. Debaser is going to recover a lot. You know, you're right. 6-2 damage. We take those.
That's a pretty good one for an unblockable.
Right?
All of the damage is now recoverable, including the initial unblockable hit. Debaser trying to use some of that meditation. It's working. Nice. The last couple of times, that's what Aztec tried to do. Tried to go in ReyJr on the Dragonfly mix. Nice bait.
Very good bait right there. Yo, I got flashbacks from Texas Showdown. If you know, you know. Yo, the hop knee connects.
Still one of the best moves in his arsenal. A lot of characters got their evasiveness toned down, but that move has not been toned down on the evasiveness.
Aztec waited for forever to get it down for 2 though. Doesn't matter because Debaser still also has the life lead. 90 more though. Nice break into the shoulder. Debaser is with me. It's the last hit. Oh no!
Stop Debaser.
What are you doing, child? No, just like that. Aztec.
And do another one.
No!
Restart now!
No.
Oh my god!
Not like this.
What are you doing? Please. Oh my goodness. Debaser. WSF. We stay messing up our combos out here. Lord have mercy. Tragic. Debaser, I love you so much. You know what to work on, you know.
And if we're not like halfway through these codes, y'all gonna get a whooping. We're gonna have to have a talking to. And right now, Papilla versus
Ozyrashid. Looks like it to me. Oh, I would say. Papilla.
Real quick.
Okay, nice break on the throw. We like those. Heat smash, slamming. Lord have mercy, huge damage.
Okay, nice hell sweep right there from Ozyrashid. Going out the electrics. Got that Tekken Emperor on deck. I see you, Fam Jam. RKO, nice block right there on the forward neutral too. We take those. We block those.
Yup.
Lazy.
Nice wall splat.
Into the wall.
Cans into the most. Oh, flip him over. Damn, you can't even tech roll out of that? That's busted.
That is bust. I thought we buffed those, man. I thought we buffed get ups.
It's a side roll, not a tech roll, but still, that was crazy. Yeah.
I thought hold back was the answer.
Yeah, when you hit the stature kick, it flips you over, and holding back is actually really dastardly. Holding back would have been even worse in that situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. That was honestly one of the most genius changes, I believe it. I feel like in Tekken 8 is like a lot of these hits, the low hits, flipping you over. So now you have even more utility to give some messed up pokey situations.
Right. 100%. Yeah, especially, you know, doing these lows. A lot of times it's like, oh, we're going to use my ground hitting mid, but instead now we have more utility. Beautiful sidestep from Pulse's Papilla.
Pulse's Papilla is definitely getting a lot of mileage out of this heat smash. My opinion, King had one of the best heat smashes in the game. Still throws out the Rage Art. We love to see that. Still kind of has the animation from the Rage Drive from Tekken 7. Also one of the best Rage Drives in that game as well.
For sure.
Team players continue to eat good.
They were aerial, and therefore they get the entire wall combo. That's a tragedy.
Absolutely. Oh, Ozyrashid, 2 rounds to 1. Papilla right now trying to make the comeback.
Nice.
Angle slam. Love that.
A little bit late on the Oki. All good.
His stature kicks are just... Yo, the reverse hug. All right, love that.
Yep. Reverse hug, which goes straight into the crouch dash, allows you for the 50-50.
Nice block right there for the stature. Standing 2-2. Also goes into Jaguar run.
Yeah, it's been really cool to see how King players are using that for like the end of combos and whatnot. Nice. That one's a classic. First hit a twin piston, sidestep electric, fell for it.
Kazuya classic. Yo, he's trapped in the corner with me. Yo, while standing 2-2 into the wall grab. All right.
That was kind of crazy. I didn't know you could do that. That's right.
Just learn something new. Ozyrashid though, holding on, taking that first game versus Papilla, and we're gonna go straight back into it, y'all. Game 2, Kazuya versus King.
We have just been going back and forth on these. Another sidestep electric, this time from the left-hand side. Nice sidestep 4-2, new string. Ozyrashid, popping Papilla, wide open.
That's fruit, right?
Oh, sure.
I thought you were the expert in fruit and plants. Right now, no
Trojan.
breaking the Shining Wizard. No breaking the Shining Wizard. 3 for 3.
Nice. 134 into the sidestep, not working out. Must be that King has got a nice tracking heat burst.
Yeah, one of the things that people pointed out that kind of like probably needs a little bit of adjusting. Shove right there into the back 2-1 into the electric. Throws out the heat smash again.
64 damage because it was counter. Jeez.
Papilla said, "My purpose right now is to throw out heat smash." All this other extra utility, I don't need.
You do it.
Yeah. One of the
best damage on breaking the throw.
The whiff on the throw right there. Ozyrashid getting that top lip right now.
Now they did say that they made it that it was more difficult for throws to whiff and not get punished. There it is. So they tech rolled to the correct side that time. Kid the Captain was telling us that in chat. If you tech roll to that side, you're not going to get hit with the shockwave afterwards. So that must be the tip.
Okay, yo, Kid the Bandit, a very valuable resource right here in the chat. I appreciate your fam jam. Thank you.
You already know. You already know.
Yo, once again, a whip grab into a 1-1-2. I'm loving this right now. Great change. One of the better. Yo, he tried to go for the charge throw, the charge run. I saw that. One of the better defensive changes right now in Tekken 8. So we do have some good stuff, but right now Ozyrashid is dominating this match. Still has heat. Probably gonna pop it. Probably gonna kill, and it is set point right now for Ozyrashid.
Dang, pop the carry on that life bar. Lord have mercy. And then popping the life bar right open once again. Huge amounts of red on the screen.
Yo, he said, dude, get back in the same situation. What? Get back where
Stay
I
over there.
you. Exactly. Muscle armor. Didn't electric him that time. I was expecting it. Maybe he was too into the hop knee. Definitely tragic. Yo, we're gonna go back to that wall. Doesn't hit the wall though. Papilla still has access to that heat.
And he has armored Jaguar run. Has spent it though. Nice walk. Please kill. That would have been right if he had got it just there a little bit earlier. Tries to go for the low blow again, but Papilla cannot get it off of Ozyrashid. That was a pretty sick set. I can't not hold both of you right there. Ozyrashid, you have taught me something.
Seen you on Twitter. Finally got a Ling on the stage.
Hey, it's the lore match.
Definitely.
Friendly rivalries. Wow, big old counter hit right there. Slytiger sliding that one in. Big knockdown. Flip it over again. Oh, and then the barely legal twin pistons right there with CDDTReborn. Okay, you're showing me something new. We got that new hunting bear down forward one swipe. Pretty sick for combos. Rawr. Do some back turn stance jabs. Make sure that we can get all the way over the wall, but unfortunately didn't have the realignment that they maybe could have in the previous patches. And then the belly flop. Talk to me. Ooh, just in time, honestly. Getting there, back one, Air Jordan. But the armor moves are just working out so well. Keeper's catching just in time. CDDTReborn stuck in the corner, and that is gonna do it. Ooh, maybe I speak too soon. Ah, must not be a commentator. Couldn't curse it.
Okay, I'm back. Had a little bit of controller issues right there, but I see right now Slytiger and CDDTReborn kind of a little bit even right now when it comes to rounds.
A little bit.
I'll be popping that.
The cancels they gave Ling. Oh no, I can't do it.
Dude, I was just about to talk that. Ling got a lot of very interesting changes. She now has a we take those. She now has a power crush from back turn, and now she can cancel down forward 2-3 into crouch. Interesting change, and also
it's
nasty. It's pretty disgusting. Yeah, it's.
I like it. It fits. I think the cancels actually fit with a lot of her kit. Like, I think there are a lot of things that maybe we might have looked at in this patch and gone, does she need that? And go, okay, maybe a back turn power crush, maybe not necessary, but it's minus 14, right? And you already want to be grabbing characters that are in back turn, but like I feel like those cancels, she has lots of cancels in her kit, so I think it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely one of the changes for her down for a 2-3 cancel. One of the no punish right there on the booty. Definitely one of the changes that makes a lot more sense. And right now, Slytiger is kind of playing just like throwing stuff out, hoping that it sticks. And CDDTReborn isn't exactly killing him for that. Maybe some match unfamiliarity. Has to go for it, but doesn't launch it.
Tragic.
Another change is that Reina dance down 4. Sorry.
Isn't Cali Roll launch? I think the Cali Roll Kangaroo Kick is launch, yes. But there are some characters, like if she does Cali Roll and then she goes into another Cali Roll afterwards, then it can be more difficult to get a punish because I think it's only minus 14. And then she can be really evasive. So maybe like a down 4-2-1. She was evasive enough. I agree with that kid. I mean, like they did not touch the evasiveness of Art of Phoenix stance at all. And she's got... I think she's got now a heat smash that allows her to go into Phoenix. I can't remember off the top of my head. There are just so many things. Xiaoyu players in chat, I know you're out there. Help me out.
So I'm actually about to look up the frame data for that because I actually got hit by that last time I entered Paragon, and I got some really surprising information concerning Cali Roll. I don't want to be wrong when it comes to frame data. She is launch in spirit, but not in numbers. I would definitely say that. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna get some numbers to confirm that, so we can all learn, a little bit more in the chat. But just know that she's launching spirit because she's in back turn. But guys, we're gonna be going right into this game 2, slytiger versus CDDTReborn. We're gonna be sticking with the Panda, and the slytiger, of course, gonna be sticking with that lane.
Remember, you see that little back turn, little hop that she does? That's, if I'm not mistaken, the only 1 frame jump status in the game. It's a 1 frame jump. 1 frame.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's had it for a really long time, apparently.
Yeah, how about the little kick that she does? Yeah, I think that's back turn 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, back turn 4 it would have to be, because back turn 3 is mistrust.
No, back turn 3 is mistrust is back turn 3.
Is it?
I play lane.
I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
Not in an asshole kind of way, but you know what I mean.
No, you're good, bro. You're good.
Okay,
ooh, big trade. Okay, that's okay, though.
Yeah, it was not a... Dude, that change is so gross! Oh my god!
But slytiger's not going for any of the lows. They're not going for any of the throws.
Yikes, punish that. Goes for turn 3, goes for the little... Yikes! Okay. Nasty situation. slytiger confirming off of it. Definitely a lane player right now.
Yeah, the unique bear getup is always something that you should be looking out for when they are head towards. You notice that change in the bear, that they have a new power crush. Well, it's not a new power crush, but now that power crush that they have out of the hunting bear stance is a heat engager and heat engage launcher. It's kind of nasty.
Is nasty. Yo, Bear Jordan, the back one to float him out, but does not get the conversion. slytiger still has access to heat into some nasty mix-ups. Yikes. Nice side spot there for back turn.
Like the sweep. Okay. Ooh, hitting the paw like with a prickly pear. And there goes the bear. 1 more round. And that's going to be game 3. Ugh.
Okay. They removed the booty. I don't remember.
No, it's not removed, but it's nerfed. Because it now has a clean hit property. So the damage is nerfed on the booty.
Got you. Okay. But can you still do the range 2 special?
Yes.
The bear special?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. That's a fair change. It's a very fair change. Yo, we're going to delete
this one, though. I don't know why she needed that. I mean, you can still get the bear booty there, but it's hard to do because, as you know, you can't buffer moves after throws.
True facts, true facts. Yo, the Cali Roll gets beaten though. CDDTReborn with a hard-fought 3-1. I wonder if we're gonna stay on the stage. I actually kind of like this stage outside of the PC killing rain and all the other stuff going on.
I don't like this. I like this stage when I play Yoshi and Brian, where I can't get a good wall combo, so I'll do tech roll traps.
I feel that. This stage definitely has some very interesting walls going on.
Which is good, you know? Like, if everything is a predictable wall, then that means that things become too predictable. There's perfect number 4 for the night. Let's not forget that we counting those.
I'll put that in the chat, bro. We can all keep track. Keep the stats.
What are you down jabbing for?
Okay.
CDDTReborn does not want to press on the middle of that string. They refuse.
I refuse. Okay. All right, now slytiger. Pretty healthy, lively. Don't matter, though, because we're going to get hit with that bear hell sweep. So, okay, the back turn 1+2. I love that. I love the change now to her back turn 1+2. It's very fun. Like
the back turn 1+2. That's because the second hits a mid, or they made an extra change this patch.
So I don't think it's from this patch, but I know it's from Tekken 8. Where like now that back turn 2 into that 4, that high is a heating gauge. I think that 4 is new.
Right.
There you go.
But it used to be a different input. I think it used to be a high. Now it's a mid. If I'm not mistaken. Booty. Yeah. There it is. Clean. Bam. Each.
Okay. Standing 3+4. Yikes.
I thought that was the right punish, honestly. Too far away.
Yo, punishing. I think that was probably going to be a power crush. Yeah, definitely a power crush. Does not have access to heat. But right now, Slytiger going to pop
Bang,
that
bang,
heat.
Bong. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
They didn't change that neither.
She needs it. Wow. Yo, forward 2 launcher up in his arm.
CDDTReborn said, I did not practice these combos for them to not get on stream.
Exactly. That's half health too, man. There we go. Just like that, Slytiger. He's got him in the blender, man. Yo, cut that out.
I like the back one. Perfect option there, if you ask me. Booty. No?
Yikes. Only left him with a sliver of health. See, both of these guys are on set point. This is final Luigi for this set.
Like that. Okay, hunting into pressing, into dying.
So don't ever press a button in your life.
Sir. Ooh. Eating that mix. Okay, Slytiger out of resources at this health level. The other one, still launch punishable at that. It's like minus 30 something.
It's minus a lot. It's minus dead. Okay, Cali Roll goes under the jab. Slytiger has no access to any kind of resources until they get that rage. Right now, CDDTReborn is fighting back. Goes for the back 1+2, and that's gonna be it. Crowns Slytiger, taking out CDDTReborn in this ladder bracket. We have to get a look at these standings right now. I need to see, because I'm seeing so many good players right now, and I'm hoping I get to see them in this top 8.
I'm not seeing Joe Crush, just seeing KingReyJr, Peeling, RV Cris. Those are the majors that I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, so right now it looks like KingReyJr is going to be the biggest threat. But right now, also Shake said, "Do not count me out." Shake right now is 5-1 in this ladder bracket. Yo, gets hit on the left hit. Okay, Shake gonna be spinning that heat. No break on the waning moon grab.
Tomoriru didn't get the memo about no suits.
Said we're not at ACT, buddy.
Yeah.
Tomoriru, also our second time seeing them on stream. Know that they are a fantastic King player. So, question:
not getting up the right way.
What is your opinion on the Ling versus King matchup in Tekken 8? Because historically, King has been hard countered by Ling.
Neutral, in neutral situation, you're struggling as most characters in the game to deal with. Back turn, Shake is so good at being evasive, as we see there with the backdash cross-looking palm. But I think like there are a lot of moves like the drop kick out of the running sprint. Running 3 is really good for AOP should you catch them whiffing it. But it's all about, are you going to be able to catch them whiffing it? It's kind of like playing versus Yoshimitsu. Ooh, huge damage. This is going to be 84 if it hits the wall.
Christ. Okay, throws that out. It's not the heat smash, gets the AOP 2. No confirm on the second hit though, because they got blocked. Sidestep 4 into the while standing 4 from Shake. Up 2-1. Okay.
I like that. We have that double backdash sidestep. Shake really mixing up the timing of just their movement and getting a W on that one. They need some more though. Tomoriru trying to go for some of that Oki, but Shake not falling for it. These Xiaoyu players, they know what Oki's about.
Yeah, absolutely. Say once again, shout out to the homie Doc Massacre out here holding it down for the Ling players. Like, yo, don't get discouraged. Be not afraid of these new changes when it comes to Oki. Yo, nice one into the power crush, into the empowered RKO.
Get him. 64 damage coming at you. 60. Never mind. I thought it was counter hit. Sheesh. Bro, I have King players at my local that say that RKO is reactable.
Hey, all right. Anyway. just like
hey, all right. I love that, bro. Hey, all right. Anyway.
I don't trust a thing that most King players say to me. So.
Oh my god, bro.
I know where you all are. Okay, half health. Get over there. Boom. Yo, okay.
Point to the children. Ugh, I gotta make that money for the orphanage.
I was just watching Triple H matches today. Yo, into the didn't get empowered low that time though.
Could be better. It's all good. We got it though. Yo, Big Timers 1. Hope you're doing good out there. Yo, real talk. I think I saw you watching some sumo the other day during the most recent Ba show. Was you in there in the Midnight Sumo chat, dog? I could swear I saw you out there. Yo, when I was lurking that sumo. Yo, look at that punish.
You watch Midnight Sumo? I love that.
Absolutely, bro.
Shout out to the homies over there. I love it. When they almost got shut down that one time, I was like, so sad.
Yeah.
But we back. The world deserves to see the sumo. Yo, caught us. Yo, the hard read on the duck.
We like that.
All that health. We're gonna go to the wall. No teching allowed.
Crazy. And then just dash up. Dude, the amount of times I have seen Tomoriru run that micro dash heat smash right after his Oki after a throw, it's just like that's what he does. It's just what you do because it is just what you do, right? Like it even beats stay down.
Yeah, it's the perfect spacing too, honestly. And it kind of like if you're not on your ball, it's like, yo, he's running at me. I gotta press the button. Nah,
yeah.
That stuff right there. Tomoriru showing a very adept knowledge of this Ling matchup. You kind of have to if you're gonna be a King player.
Absolutely. Forcing Shake to start tech rolling. Tomoriru gets a free heat burst right there. Doesn't get completely killed for approaching, but Shake is now out the wall.
Goes out the back turn heat smash. I think it got its frames on a couple of its moves adjusted. So it's still annoying, but you know, you have more of a fighting chance. Yo, do not ever whiff in your life.
Okay, just get through there. Literally ReyJr? No, brother. No, brother.
Tragic situations. Tomoriru is on set point versus Shake. Ugh. I'm in heat, so that's homing.
Tragic,
okay, charged while standing 2 from Shake.
Okay.
Dude, I love
Spike.
I love Link players that do that tiny little spin.
Yeah.
Good stuff right there.
It's fun.
It is.
Like, we're talking about, this is one of the things that we've been talking about is that, like, combos feel some of the best. Okay, Shake, don't choke on this one right now. Do not let him throw another giant swing on you. There you go.
Dude, Shake let the last hit of that 1-2-1 rip. I thought it should be punishable, but whatever. What do I know?
Is it not?
Yo, I think it's safe.
Okay.
That and actual baby death fist is safe because it's baby death.
Right.
No jump right there.
Flower. Yeah, no, Tomoriru was already shown that he would go for the 4-2 down 1 earlier in the set, so, you know, very risky to duck, especially when Tomoriru was on tournament point, or set point, rather.
True facts, and right now, it's time to guess. Here we go! You're dead! Shake 1 round away from staying alive in this set. Tomoriru was letting it slip away from him. Gonna have to tighten up. Running 3 into the AOP.
Well, that Phoenix 1, like, it always looks like a low to me. But it's not, and it's really weird. It looks like,
yeah, it is weird.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you're hitting my shins right now, but it's not a low. I'm confused.
I think she hits your stomach depending on the character.
Bro, you know the 4-4 neutral 2 from King is called Stomach Smash? And I'm like, bro, what are we talking about right now?
Boy, you know.
What are we talking about? It's called Stomach Smash in the move list. I'm like, I don't understand.
You're punching me in the nuts.
I'm
Where
saying.
in the stomach are you hitting me, good sir?
And that's considered a low.
It is generously a bladder punch. Generously. Yeah, and it's a low. Anyway.
Exactly.
Second devs. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Uh-oh. 10?
Yo!
Okay. Let's go, Shake. All right, you have heat, you have resource. Very risky to do so, especially because the amount of life that comes out. 22% to 25. Unfortunately, Tomoriru goes away with that one. Shake. Senora, shake with all you might. Lord have mercy. Defeated, and Peeling goes up to 6-2.
Right, yo, always leave it to Peeling to give this dude KingReyJr a run for his money. It's right here. Let him tell it. Okay, yo, first time seeing Anna on the screen. A character I've been having lots of fun getting beat up by. Shout out to standing 1+2, homing plus unblock into the booty.
I-17 or I-16, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
thing is so good.
So good, dude. Shout out to Nakamata for giving me some really good Anna tech. Okay, good stuff right there. The 1-2 to close it out. Autumn taking this first round. So what are you thinking about Anna in this game? You know, she's supposed to be high risk, high reward. But what do you think?
I don't know. I think she looks cool. You know, we have Assassin's Dagger, that QCF1. It's now got a blue spark to it. I like that a lot. Her stances. You know what? I got to see quite a bit of her when we watched Shadow, a TNS. That should be launch punishable, but you know, 35 damage throw. That's all good. You know, whatever. Oh my goodness, what are we rocking right now? Autumn.
Yo, Autumn right now.
Falling.
One of Anna's key feet. One of Anna's just like. Oh, yo, okay, we got the debuff going. Yeah, Anna.
Only as long as it doesn't get hit.
What the? You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
He's just that guy. He's a ninja like that, bro.
So you see these
teleports?
These pinstripes have nothing to do with me killing you just now, but look cool doing it. Shoot him.
The slap throw gets really good. Oki, face up, feet away.
Yikes. Okay, nice break right there. 1+2. Can't remember the notation because I haven't played this character yet, but that move is also really good.
Yeah, anytime she can slam you with a bazooka, it's pretty sick. Yo, Kid the Captain saying she's the best part of the patch. Honestly, I don't disagree with that. And, you know, breaths of fresh air, because she still has a lot of her identity. She just has some extra cool stuff.
I think the key identity that has been lost on her is high risk, high reward. Because where's the risk? I don't see it on the screen.
Hey, this heat smash is -5. Is that not? That's not risky. That's a -5 heat smash. That's high crushing and 13 frame startup.
Yes, but 1+2. Well, I think 1+. I think 1. In my opinion, 1+2. That homing.
It used to have way more pushback.
Yeah,
that's the Reina.
I think that's what it is. I think that's the part that's bothering me. Is that there's no. She can just literally just throw it out, and if it hits, and it's going to hit eventually, guaranteed booty heat engagement. So one of the moves, in my opinion, that probably needs to be toned down. But right now, Chuck is having no problems in the second game against Anna. Not anymore though.
Am I crazy, or did I see that Excalibur, the up 2, do so much pushback that you couldn't punish it there? Am I insane on that one, guys?
I don't think you're insane, no.
Is that a chain?
Probably. No, he tested out too. I'm not even gonna. Okay, good stuff right there. Nice bail out from Chuck. Yikes. That is a very interesting situation that you're left in off of that grab too.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, is that new? Going for the throw afterward. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think that the 10-hit string into the, I think it goes into Perfumer, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, and he's got a new running low. Victor has a new running low, so he's got running 2 and a running low, but they're both linear. Okay. So, from what I can tell.
Yo, French super kick? Less super kick?
Oh, he's gonna croissant you up over here in this corner.
Yo, let's go.
Oh, we're laughing like that, are we? Oh, I'm going straight for the down forward 2.
It's funny, that's a down forward 2, but it looks like a wild standing 2 from how deep she is. So if you're not paying attention, you could probably mistake that for a wild standing 2.
Right.
Okay.
I think they're the same on block. I can't remember off the top of my head. Nice, there you go. You gotta run that 13 frame heat smash. Bro, low or high crushing, don't forget.
And I'm not seeing a lot of bazooka cancels, not just from Autumn, but from like a lot of like Anna players. I'm not seeing like a lot of bazooka cancels that we saw in the trailer. So I'm interested to see like how people are gonna optimize this character and get some even more nasty combos on the screen. Cool glass.
Speaking of which, breaking it, but drinking it wide open. Okay, sheesh. Honestly, I ducked. I 100% ducked because she's got that big low, and we've been seeing it so much from Autumn. I hella ducked right here.
Yep, absolutely. Dude, I'm so excited to get my hand on this character. She looks so much fun. Slap him, face up, feet away. Not a situation you want to be in Tekken. In general.
Yeah, absolutely not. Okay, big trade. Autumn with the heat, really wanting to use it. Gonna have to use that. Going for a rage art when you have 13 frame heat smash? What are we on?
Chuck not going for the grab to kill, and Autumn's gonna make him pay for it. No, tragic end. Autumn takes out. Dude, you gotta get your punishers, man. You gotta.
Yeah. Especially in that situation, right? That was hit it or quit it point right there, man. Either you do or die.
Dude, because hey, one of those people that got featured, one of these people that gets featured on these WalkEmDownWiggles weeklies might end up being a super duper, you know, get their big break. But right now, guys, we have our first Claudio of the day. We have Crowns White versus RV Cris going with the Clive once again. We're gonna go to the
That's okay. You could say it. You can say it. You're right here. That's Whitey.
Get over it.
All right, we got Whitey versus RV Cris right here. 100%. Yeah, and Crown versus Crown, as you said. Yeah, this is kind of tough. This is the best Clive in North America, bar none. 100%. RV Cris hailing from Mexico. He's been killing it. And this is Claudio, and Claudio has been absolutely crazily buffed, if you ask me. Look at this. It's wild, the stuff we got going.
Maximum range, combat, unbreak. Get over here, dude. Where are you going?
Over
buddy?
Here.
Get over
the scorpion sting, I'm gonna call that one. It's nasty.
Oh God. Yo, throws out the parry, but is a little too off axis, and Whitey misses the wall running too. Final Fantasy. Demon Breath. Don't ever whiff in your life.
Down for ones.
Yo, Whitey has not landed a wall running 2 at all. RV Cris really just always sidestepping all the time.
He's been doing really good on that lateral movement. 100% staying active. Can't be staying in one place. Sheesh, what in the parry? He just rocked that?
That was disgusting, dude.
Insane.
That's one of the parries that'll just make you rethink your life. Oh my God, yo,
Bro.
RV Cris is making Whitey. His name is so crazy. Is making Whitey rethink all of his offenses right now. Oh my God!
Down?
Final Fantasy.
What in the gods? That's a Toucan.
How long is this combo, dude? Jesus.
99. I don't know. That one might have to end up in the recap, bro.
That has to. Yo, someone clip that.
That's a clip-arino right there.
That's a clip. Ah, man, he hit him with the movie length combo, dude. IRL.
That was sick.
All right.
Bro, that movie had its own trailer.
Like for real, bro. In a world. What does that mean? It was like, dude, I promise you, I was in the air for like 5 minutes. Wall running 2. All right, Whitey finally landing them, even though they're on block. Getting the chip in. Okay, good stuff right there. Getting on the board, spins the starburst. You're dead, amigo. Nice. Whitey's finally on the board. Good stuff.
All right.
Cinema.
Yes, sir.
Absolute cinema.
Theatrical business. We're going. Oh, gonna go with the 4-2-2. I think that should have been a punish, but had to be a little bit evasive, I guess. RV Cris though immediately turning on the propane.
Propane and propane accessories, bro. I don't see a lot of people throwing out 3-2 from Clive. It's such a funny move. Yeah. Porg will be coming out and said, bro, movie link combos once again. He doesn't have the RPM to cash out though, but we are going to slam that wall. You're dead anyway, because he also had heat. So nasty stuff, dude. Nasty stuff. RV Cris.
Absolutely. Okay, we ducking. What in the good googly moogly are we doing with that? What was that?
It looks so good. Dude. Back with us too. Already too. Into the high, the pulse up block high. From Phoenix Shift. Okay, that's nice.
Throw the trident at him. Trying to give him the Zeus, the Neptunian flavor. Whitey is coming back though.
Okay. Say, yo, this white boy can jump while running too. Had to say it.
I respect it. 100%. You know what? He's the outlier.
I said this is Malibu's most wanted, dog.
Oh, he's finna dance on RV Cris's corpse. He's
Hold
gonna
up.
absolutely break all the stereotypes right here.
Oh,
He does not give us another perfect on the board. That was gonna be number 5. I was ready to cue it up.
Dude, you know you're going halfway to Narnia with this combo, dude. And he's got 3 RPMs on the table. Looking to spend it. Doesn't get the chance to. Whitey still gets hit with the freaking demon breath. They're both in rage. He just blocked the low. Okay. Holds on just enough. Whitey evening up the round count. Oh my.
Was that 3 rounds straight from Whitey, or was that round 4?
I think that was round 4.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was pretty sick. Okay, Trinity of Pain, the 4-2-1-2. We like those.
Trinity of Pain, I like that.
That's the name of the move, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a great name. Trinity of Pain.
Yeah.
Back what must do. Sound like a finishing move, bro.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of like Rings of Saturn or something.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Perry Saturn to go. Okay. Still only sitting on 1 RPM. We don't got zeros.
Still hitting things. Like, it's like, oh, they're so far away. I'm like, yeah, have you seen the length of this sword? Call me Sephiroth.
This dude is the mid to long range king of Tekken. Don't ever whip in your life. Get over here. Cheap. That's cheap.
It's so good. I thought it was a high, bro, but it looked like he was ducking.
Is it not a high? I thought it was.
A high. That's what they told me.
Oh no! Did we get lied to?
These Clive Turkey down players told me it was a high, bro.
I hate you, dude. Clive Turkey. I like that.
You hate me because I'm too good.
I hate
so that's what you hate me for. There you go, Demon Breath spitting that hot fire. It is a high. Now, why are they getting hit?
Dude, I like how Clive is the PC Melter character on the PC Melter stage.
You're right. Yeah, that must be what it is. Whitey on the 2060 Super, not able to pick up, not able to keep that. It's the kryptonite for the Superman.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, you need an 8060 Super, a Ryzen 8000, and 18 sticks of RAM.
18 sticks of RAM. Oh
and
my god.
Upgrades.
Oh. Boom. Probably Chris looking like 18 sticks of butter right here. Cooking.
3 RPM. Get over here. Back 1 plus back 2. This ends now. Your graphics card isn't ready for my
We need
combo.
punishment. We need better punishment. Whitey, not like this.
It's an tag team with the dog. Look at that dog. Look at that dog.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing, dude? Bro, your whole shoulder is gone, bro. That whole shoulder, that whole neck shoulder region, it's just hanging up, bro. You need skin grafts. You need body grafts. You need flesh grafts. Devil himself versus Debaser, a real devil, because he's playing Yoshi.
Listen, man, we've been downgraded to demon status out here. There have been a lot of Yoshimitsu nerfs. I gotta tell you, man. Here we got Kazuya. What is that? You know, no punish? No.
Right?
Debaser?
Debaser. I got my punisher though. I got my punisher.
Sorry, Debaser.
Yeah, we roasted.
You're bad. He's my homie, but 2 big punish whiffs. Okay, this is fine. We like those. Let's get some more of that.
Yep, absolutely. Right there, going right into flea stance. Nasty stuff. Dude, this character's got so much Gormless stuff now. He's
It's
like,
cool.
Man, it's so cool.
I really do like flea, and I think it's one of the things like people just aren't gonna, oh my god, forget what the hell I was just talking about. Lord have mercy, the electric. But unfortunately, not getting the rest of it. Trying to go for the armor there, not working. But I feel like Yoshimitsu flea stance is not the thing that people are labbing right now. They're not worried about it. They're not thinking about, oh, I'll just sidestep, because that's what you should be doing when you see him go into flea. You should just like sidewalk to the right and just get out of there. But like, I feel like Yoshi player is gonna be able to rock that for a while.
Yeah. Also, the flea sword, like when he jumps, also blockable now. No longer an unblockable, but still does a ton of chip.
21 chip damage. I personally don't like the change, but you know, is what it is.
Yeah.
I miss my unblockables. The more unblockables I lose, the more I'm like sad. But I do like the idea that it's blockable, and it puts you in the plus 12 situation that most of the flea transitions will put you in. 21 chip damage is crazy. This is another big change right here. Sidestep 2 now being much faster, and now giving you front turn launch much better than it used to be right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You said Yoshi players, y'all are eating. Y'all are definitely eating. Everybody, almost everybody in this pack is eating, and Lucilfer said
They took away the steak and they gave us the bangers and mash.
that. Oh my God, I got hit. You better go to I just got hit.com, dude. Lucilfer, I was about to say something, but Lucilfer right there, taking that 2-1, say, yo, pay attention to me, witness me right now. I like this very subtle custom right now from Lucilfer. Wearing the all black.
Yeah.
The purple underneath. I don't even know if you can color that though.
Bro, it's crazy that he gets to be able to run that laser from all the way over there. What were you gonna do about that? Nothing.
Is that new? I don't remember the high laser. I don't remember him being able to freaking zod my toes.
Absolutely, he's been able to zod your toes. Trust me. Got plenty of Kazuya players on my local that make me try to block low from range 3 now.
The block. Why are you pressing? Shout out to replay. Okay, boom. Simple stuff. Debaser. 2 rounds each. Lucilfer versus Debaser. Let's go. And Warren 3 gets whipped, but does not get launched for it. You're the forward 4-3, but drops the combo into the whipped unblockable sword into the hell sweep.
Oh, didn't go for the Heaven's Gate. That could be tragic for them for later. Debaser gets out of there, tries to armor, but it was too little too late.
Lucilfer throwing out that demon paw from half screen. Don't ever whiff in your life. We're back in this though. Back in the Mortal Kombat stage.
Round 1. Fight.
He's been doing a lot of this for Buki Knee right here. Trying to catch Lucilfer's timing. Hasn't had it happen just yet, but what has happened is plenty of these electric wing godfish from Lucilfer.
Okay. Laser the toes. Okay, Lucilfer gonna be spinning the heat, throwing out the electric. Yo, me once again.
Finally.
Puts the sword
okay.
up, back out.
Pretty sick. Okay, we got some health back. They did ridiculously nerf the amount of health gain that you get back, but you know, we take whatever we can get out here.
That was pretty good. Yo, the Trizzy special, but not at the wall though. Oh, no punish on the regular electric, the regular degular. 4-4-3. Got Manji kicks. Yikes! He let it
rip. The classic, bro. It's the classic.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Delay the second hit. 80% of the time, it works every time.
Exactly. Wave on a 4-4-2, the Mishima classic.
Ooh.
Those plus frames, like, dude, why are you crouching in my face, buddy?
That was kind of nasty. Like that deep dash, crouch dash right there into the electric. That was sick.
Lucilfer definitely showing his skill with the character. Remember, I think all the God of Destruction got sent back to Tekken King right now.
So I'm 90% sure that you're right.
Yeah, Tekken King right now is shark infested waters. Meanwhile, Blue Ranks we're out here struggling. We struggling to survive, dude. Oh man, that's
Debaser catching Lucilfer with the classic down forward 1 into the flashing steel crouch dash 2. Debaser, I feel like, has been lacking in the spacing department. He's whiffing a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucilfer has been taking it to maximum range while that is you. Catch the toes. Why you blocking mid, buddy? Perfect.
Number 5.
Lucilfer is on set point right now.
More of these Kabuki knees.
Next day, he is whipping live. Lucilfer trying to also not to
what? He spun twice and still got hit with the second hit. I am confused.
Definitely very confused. Puzzle! Don't ever press the button and just like that. Lucilfer does not kill him! Pulls out the flash! Dude, you're gonna regret not killing me.
Time. Ooh, far away. He put the sword out too. That's gonna make him not in no sword stance anymore. Lucilfer does take chip damage for breaking the throw. Hold that.
He healed it back. I saw that. Ugh, rainbow, taste it.
They nerfed Rainbow Drop's damage. It used to be 50, and then when Tekken 8 started, it's 45, and now it's only 40 damage.
Damn. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Got him.
Yo, okay, Debaser getting some momentum back on his
like that.
side.
Hey.
Into the spin.
414. Yeah, that Demon Paw still has ridiculous amounts of range. Debaser continues to go for those -4 into flashing steel traps. Lucilfer finally catches in the middle, but does not capitalize.
Or the dude hopping under.
Yes, sir.
You know what? If Cody comes back, I hope she gets a good hop knee again. I want
Get this guy out of the booth.
He's dead.
Get him out of here.
There's no way.
He didn't finish the combo. The K-Skate special.
We a Link player now? 442. Don't ever do that in your life. Lucilfer finally finishes his plate, takes out Debaser, and that is it, y'all. We're with 1 minute left. Well, 1 minute passed. We've got the Tekken ladder is now complete. Lucilfer versus Debaser being our last game. Good stuff. So now it's up to the nerds.
Maybe they have some extra tricks in the bag to show me and see that I am maybe not on the right side of history with my previous statement.
Well, high-level Tekken is an absolute shark tank. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day, and Shake opening up strong against Ozyrashid to welcome us all to the first match of Top 8. Foxhound, what do you think of this matchup? Kazuya versus Xiaoyu, Shake versus Ozyrashid. What are the keys?
Already, I'm seeing Ozyrashid doing really well in the match, in the sidestep knowledge, knowing that really what is very important is to not let Xiaoyu make those plays on you when you could be sidestepping. And Shake doing really great at catching Ozyrashid stepping in those moments, noticing that, getting the heat dash, and finishing off that last round.
Yeah, and you can see him already trying to do that again with the tracking options, with keeping Rashid on the back foot, getting this sweep going, tracking him down as he goes to tech roll away, and he's just not letting him press any buttons. Already engaging heat, already, yes, great small tech, and already has him down on his feet, and that was just an incredibly fast round.
It's those big pokes that, you know, Xiaoyu excels in those pokes, those annoying poke games.
Oh, definitely. That's part of the nightmare of her, especially when you've got a good evasive one like Shake or Pling. But the hell sweeps are coming out. It seems like Ozyrashid's starting to have more luck. Look at that electric into the air combo.
Lord have mercy. And I think we might get ourselves one more air hit. There goes the Heaper through the wall. I don't think he really wanted that. I think he wanted some extra wall combo. Nice.
Yeah, that's what gave Shake the opportunity to turn it around right here and to crank up the heat, throwing up that thermostat, make Ozyrashid sweat.
Yeah, Ozzy was a little bit greedy on that last one. Let's see if Shake is going to be able to stop it. If not for the Rage Art, they could not have. Great option.
Yes.
Just saw that approach and said, you're about to press right now.
That's just an incredible ability to read your opponent. I like to liken esports and high-level fighting games to basically being a chess grandmaster and a high-level pianist at the same time, because you have to think so many moves ahead of your opponent, react to a constantly changing game state, and execute these incredibly delicate, precise inputs in fractions of a second. It's insane the amount of mental toughness you need.
Get ready for the next battle.
You're definitely right about that one. Ozyrashid is struggling to be able to deal with the small pokes, the death by 1,000 cuts that Shake has been rocking here. And then when they get the momentum, they go for the high risk, high reward. We saw that a couple of times with the Hell Sweep, and both times it was their doom.
Oh, definitely, but you know, without that wall break, he might have had a better time of it in that last round. What do you think his adjustments are likely to be?
I'm definitely seeing already that we're going in for those 50-50s that are quite important, you know, the 4-4-3s already. And the electric wind god fist, you got to believe in those because they have been really working out. He's been knowing when the timing is just right.
Yeah, and his use of devil mode is pretty good too. He backs himself into the wall. Interesting choice. Gets swept for the trouble. What do you think his thinking is right now? Just trying to get away?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, it's in that situation where he wants to keep his aggression up and get the right timing, but Shake has been like, a stone wall. It's been very difficult to break that defense. Hasn't really forced him to duck, and when Shake wants to duck, he's got the right read.
Yes, and I'm noticing that Shake doesn't go into these huge combos very much. He's very contained. He'll hit you for a bit, he'll return to his guard, just like you're throwing a jab in boxing. Gets the wall pressure, picks out the way at that again, activates heat to get ahead of the attack, and already on set point.
Yeah, Shake is definitely catching those small gaps. Huge 444 counter hit right there. Doesn't go through the purple. Shake does dance their way out of trouble, though.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets the floor break here. That's a lot of pressure up against the wall. Right now, Ozzy trying to just smother him, but Shake's already free. Gets him up towards the next corner. Shake's back, forces back off a little, gets the heat engage out, cranks up the temperature yet again.
Oh, a little tit for tat right there. A little bit of their own medicine.
Oh, and this is going to be a lot of gray health back, a lot of momentum stolen. Obviously, Rashid wants to be able to pile on the pressure, not let Shake get up comfortably. But this is set point. This is a dangerous spot to be in with this little health, and it's not going to be enough.
Not enough. 2 more bubbles, but it wasn't enough. Shake just would not let him breathe. Not at all. Not going with the Kazuya anymore.
Oh, that's an interesting choice. Going back to the Devil Jin, you know, Lucilfer, Devil Jin, kind of seeing the connection here. And Aztec rocking the Secret Service bit. What do you think of the new matchup, Devil Jin versus Paul, post Season 2?
It's a tough one right here. I'm going to have to see how it plays out, to be honest. Oh, that one right there. Deep dive, down forward 1. That's going to be huge.
Oh, tell us more about that one, Foxhound.
Oh, you know, he's got that homing capability. It's high, and it is plus 53 crumple stun launcher on hit. It is a nasty one. You don't want to be stepping when he is deep diving.
Yeah, speaking of crumple stun, the way Lucilfer just took off like that and dive kick, what do you think was going through his head? Do you think he was looking for a quick turnaround to face Aztec?
I mean, when you're dealing with Paul, it can be a really rough and tumble quick match. We've seen the hatchet kick already, and there goes the shredders on him.
Oh, definitely shredded, trying to get away, but this pressure from Aztec, who's just treating him like a game of kick the can.
Bam! Talking about kicking him. Doing the hammer fist low. That is the absolute quintessential Paul round ender.
Yeah, just a beautiful expression of Paul gameplay there, but Lucilfer's starting to take it back. He's starting to get the air grabs. He's getting him up to the corner. Foxhound, look at what Aztec's doing. How's he getting out of this? Right now,
the chains, it's going to be really hard with that one. Going for the laser scraper, new string into the morning crow, but there goes the rage art. He knows exactly where the spaces are.
Oh, that is a beautiful time to use that rage art. Let's see how much gray health he gets back. Not a whole lot, but enough to pretty much even the playing field. Eats a flash punch combo, stays down just long enough. Is it gonna matter? Is he gonna take the round off this? Is he gonna survive? He's not!
Tragic. That's that unblockable high, that throw that they allowed him to use in and out of the heat now. Crazy work.
Absolute insanity, but hey, at least it's not the glitched version. As Aztec tries to carry him up to the wall, gets the splat on Lucilfer, and is trying to put him clean through it.
Sheesh, the fact that you can do the deep dive from the charge for the forward 1+2 is crazy because you get that ridiculous Oki. Lucilfer, though, saw the low coming, able to get out of there. Nice sidestep block.
I like the use of lateral movement from both fighters there. They were both able to just get clean around each other, and you see that low 3 again from Paul, from Aztec to take the first game. It seems like Lucilfer just doesn't have highs in his shin, Foxhound.
You know, that's true. He's definitely, I definitely saw him watch his lows. I definitely watched him watch his toes earlier, right? With that hatchet kick at the wall. But, you know, it can be really difficult, especially when Paul is on you. He's definitely known as one of the 4 pillars of the 50-50 character. Paul's always been.
Oh, definitely. You have a resoundingly sound point there. And what Aztec is also doing is he's conditioning Lucilfer, who can't predict what level the next attack's going to come in at. It's like baseball. You don't throw to the same part of the zone every time. You're sending that ball everywhere, so the batter doesn't know what the heck is going to happen.
100%. You already know we got some screwball business happening right here with Aztec trying to throw that hatchet kick at range 3. I think not, my friend.
Oh, KingReyJr again goes right for it, gets him pressing again. You were not kidding about how well Aztec can find his moment here.
Beautiful, we like that. Okay, but it's not over with. Find your moment, find the placement. Get out of here with that. I don't know what you was thinking about in top 8. You think I was gonna get hit by that? Get out of here.
He sent that one by telegram from across the county line. Aztec had all the time in the world to react to it, and he's already 2 rounds away from taking the whole set. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lucilfer starts playing a lot more seriously. Not that he's not serious, but you know what I mean. He's not going to do a risky move like that.
Ooh, down forward 1 from Deviljin, showing off those new buffs and how it's pretty good. That's our 6th perfect of the night. Count it on the board.
Chalk it up, Jack. Keep the count going. And, you know, check on some Maturino codes. I'm sure we still have a few left. MATCHERINO after the big old exclamation point.
Oh, docking. He's making a duck, but didn't get a guaranteed follow-up off of that one. Lucilfer maybe finding the silver bullet, but Aztec is coming right back with it like a werewolf.
Yeah, right now he is running right at the hunter. He is not intimidated by those silver bullets. He's saying that is all Hollywood stuff, but maybe he should have listened at the rate Lucilfer's going. Look at that morning throw, but look how he's being forced back. He breaks the throw. He backs off of it. He's turtling up a little to keep Aztec on his toes. Flash punch combo to take the momentum. Survival point.
Sheesh, that was some fast action right there. You called Lucilfer trying to get up on him, and Aztec says, yes, I would like you in my face so I can get this down forward 3-4 counter hit on you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this, carrying him all the way back. He's doing that. Oh, he overcommits, so he overextends. The chains come out, the heat comes up, and he's up against the wall. He forces his way out, but the double jab is keeping him back in there, keeping him pent up, and he's against the wall again. What do you think his options are for getting away from this?
Got a sidestep right there. Had the perfect moment, but didn't notice it in that moment. 4-4-2-1. Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, we absolutely do. And Lucilfer likes tying up the set.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, we saw that down forward 1 do a lot of work for him at the wall earlier. And really, that spacing game, map awareness has definitely been on Lucilfer's mind. If Aztec had sidestepped right that laser scraper earlier at the wall, it could be a totally different ball game.
Oh, you're not kidding. You called that out live, that Aztec's playing kind of in your face. He has moments of lateral movement here and there, but these honest exchanges right in the center of the stage are where he's most comfortable.
Ooh, nice up foot 4. We don't see that too much. This must be a real Deviljin main out here.
Oh, definitely. I've seen Lucilfer around, and I don't think I've ever seen him not playing Deviljin, which, you know, makes sense with the name, right?
Ooh, interesting. He didn't go for the heat dash in that situation. I like it because it makes you go all the way back to the wall. You run that 50-50 demolition ball.
Oh my goodness, Paul's at his best when he can just be a big old wrecking ball through the bricks, just like in his intro, but eats the electric, eats the uppercut, eats the laser. Here comes some more heat for you, Mr. Phoenix, Aztec, whatever you want to call yourself. You're getting sent back to 10 up. I don't actually know how to pronounce that one, and I don't want to butcher
Sorry. Maybe, perhaps? Okay, goes
yes.
for the final flash right there, the Gallic gun straight through you.
Yeah, Aztec's going to need a Senzu Bean after that one. Lucilfer's not going to give him any time to eat one. Gets right in his face. All right, look at these counters, Foxhound. Look at how he's pressuring him and trying to drive him back into the corner. But Lucilfer runs right back into his face. Eats that low again. Oh, my goodness. This is going to put him on set point.
Right into that knee, walked straight into it. Lord have mercy. Lucilfer missing that whiff punish. All good though. I feel like there must be a guaranteed follow-up after that reverse hug that you get out of the crouch dash, but I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, neither am I. There's got to be something in there somewhere. But of course, we're only a couple days removed from the new season, so I think everyone is feeling out their old characters, figuring out what's changed, what was different, and often falling back on old habits that sometimes don't really work anymore. Especially look at this wall carry. Lucilfer threatens to return to set point, but that's a textbook sacrifice throw. Rage is active, heat is active, pressure is active. He's against the wall, he's turtling up. 20 seconds left. What's he gonna do?
Nice, dog. Didn't get the wall standing 1-2, but did let that down forward 2 rip. Let's get it going. We got ourselves a final round.
I think this is our first final round of the night, Foxhound, unless I missed something in ladder, and I am not at all surprised to see it right now. These two fighting to stop themselves from going home, keep their place on top of the mountain.
You know that Demolition Man was inside of Aztec's mind. Lucilfer trying to get that heat gone, try to go for the heat burst, but Aztec saw it coming.
Oh, yes, and he's having a hard time getting up. That's what's going to cost him. This is the set. Aztec wins. Lucilfer, the Morning Star, finds his paradise lost.
You're talking about the Morning Star. He was definitely mauling at the end of that one right there. Lucilfer struggled to get on.
The madness that ensued. Welcome to Winners Semis. Welcome to RV Cris versus Pling.
Bro, I gotta say, I love the way you bless a set. I'm loving it. Now, we saw this earlier in the ladder format. RV Cris always on that lateral movement and just already getting so much off of it. Can we talk about how that just curveballed right down the home plate?
Oh, also, look how he used that get over here to force Pling to jump over it, and he was ready with the classic fireball trap, channeling some Street Fighter here, RV Cris.
Yeah, we're definitely getting over to there, to the corner, to the wall, but Pling is starting with a great wall left, trying to stop the RV Cris pressure, but already you're over there at the wall. Here comes the wall splat. No? I thought that he was going to get Tornado there.
Yeah, not always. Out comes the heat engager, catches him up against the wall again, splats him, tries to crumple him. Oh my goodness, this is so much damage, setting the tone beautifully. And RV Cris is already 2 rounds up.
Sheesh. Hey, that's a big homing claw. I wasn't aware of that one.
Same here.
Now we're seeing some of those new moves that we maybe haven't seen in the shake move list here. Some new lows, and Pling has been doing a lot of it.
Yeah, and you can also see the matchup familiarity because Cris knows how much Pling loves the lateral movement.
Oh, yeah.
How much he likes to be slippery. So he's trying to bring out a lot of tracking options that he might not bring out against Shake because he's not going to need them.
Yeesh, that knocks down? That's crazy. Pling is just like, oh, I'm really going to throw the textbook at you, and this is a new edition.
Oh, and he is the author, the publisher, the printer. He's the teacher teaching the course. He is the wall splatterer. He's the guy who drops the combo, but doesn't need to keep it going to get the kill.
That's crazy because Pling is now tying up the round count, and I thought, for what I saw in the last couple rounds, that Pling was in the driver's seat. But these matches are just going so fast right here, K-Vox.
Yeah, this is, I have to admit that Season 2 is like somebody gave every single character a bazooka, and Pling just takes that as permission to go wild, especially with how Xiaoyu was already so troublesome. But these two have fought each other so many times that it's like just letting 2 Saiyans loose in the Tenkaichi Budokai.
Dang, the Tenkaichi Budokai tech. Yo, shout outs to our favorite DBZ series right there, the goated soundtrack, goated single player mode and everything. But back to what we were talking about here. Didn't they play each other in the ladder format?
Yes, that's what I said. RV Cris took him down, he beat him, and one of his only losses actually was to... I'm sorry, I already knew his name, but Tomoriru.
Tomoriru, okay.
Yes, and that was one of Clive's only losses, RV Cris's only losses tonight. And also, obviously, you know, the long history here, the times that he's knocked Pling down. So, this is a fresh match for both of them.
Bet. Okay. All right. Yeah. Definitely seeming like a tough one. Pling trying to go for that long range low again, and RV Cris says, I got that back dash low block ready for you.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he's already going to carry him most of the way to that wall. Just short of splatting. Doesn't need the extra pressure. Oh, that is going to punish. That's going to splat. Oh, my goodness. Look at this carry power from Clive after Season 2.
It's nasty. I mean, he's always had ridiculous carry. RV Cris probably could have gone heat dash on it and gone all the way to the wall. Peeling running the heat smash as he always does. If there's one thing that you know Peeling is going to do, he's using that heat bar.
Oh, definitely. That is going to be just a cranked up burner. As high as it's going to go. He's going to break the knob, get yelled at by the head chef. But right now, RV Cris is trying to kick him out of the kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna have to let them know you gotta leave it alone. Stop messing with it out here. Although, we do gotta add a little bit of extra spice.
Oh, definitely. He throws in a little bit of garnish there, staying down low enough for the get over here to miss. Goes low again, tries some sweeps, doesn't work out for him. RV Cris right back in his face. He's not gonna get a chance to do anything with heat or rage, but we saw this the last game.
Jabs, Peeling, going with some new strings here again. RV Cris just barely missing that whiff punish, but in the driver's seat here with the Clive rush.
Oh, definitely. He used that to force Peeling a little further back. He's taking advantage of the down state to charge straight in, which I know is basic Tekken tactics, but it's the refinement of it. It's the way he executes it, especially in such a big stage where he's trying to keep Peeling from having any room to run around.
Yeah, speaking of refinement, Peeling, he doesn't whiff, bro. Like, he knows his spacing so well. RV Cris had a little bit of whiff right there, but he does have heat, and he's trying to push forward, trying to make sure that his burner doesn't burn out.
Oh, definitely. I have burnt out one or two myself by just having that heat cranked on way too much at all times. And Peeling is laser set on bringing us to set point. Not there yet, but at this rate, might be pretty soon.
Now, this is a pretty good stage for RV Cris because he's not getting pinned to a wall against these Peeling lows.
Oh, definitely not, but you've also seen him trying to do those long carries to the walls to take out that pressure on Peeling, and maybe he'd want to fight a little more in the open like this.
That's crazy. That's all natural into heat dash. That's insane. I cannot believe that's all natural right there, K-Box. That one's got to end up on the highlights, I gotta say.
Yes, please, somebody clip this. Maybe it's natural, maybe it's Final Fantasy Maybelline, maybe it's a tied set.
Okay. Now, on TNS on Tuesday, we had so many 2-0s. We had so many perfects, and the matches were going so quickly. But now, it's really feeling a lot more back and forth.
It definitely is, and part of that is just that these two fight each other so dang often. I mean, the story last week, was it? That was RV Cris sending Peeling down to losers, and Peeling climbing back up. This happened in Breakout. Undefeated the entire way through losers bracket, including 3-0ing RV Cris in the revenge run back. And also, last week in Paragon, that was what, losers finals? That insane set that they had. These two, they're going to start needing a special intro when they queue up.
Absolutely, yeah. These guys are gonna have to have their own dialogues. I think that would be so sick to have. Like, let's break out Paragon, TNS. Let's get some extra production value on this. You know, I love these ideas. Let's keep them popping. Let's keep them going. We got these rocking. RV Cris fighting his way out of there. Peeling trying to keep him pinned at the wall, but not allowing it.
Yeah, forcing him back into the center of the stage off that low parry combo, sends him towards the wall. He falls just short of it, able to get that low kick to jam him up a bit, but a beautiful counter from RV Cris, who just goes right back to business as usual.
This is crazy. That forward 3 caught Peeling, sidewalking to the left. Oh, the googly moogly. We talk about the lateral movement.
Yeah, and not only that, but to miss it and just immediately course correct. Peeling thinks so darn quickly on his feet, as you would expect from someone who's been playing this character since Tag 2.
Ooh, the cancel. That was perfect Okizeme right there. Peeling had ridiculous amounts of recoverable life left. Didn't even need to get it back. Look at this. Punish though.
Wow. Yeah, but RV Cris has been doing these incredibly strong ground starts, and Peeling consistently finds a way. So my question to you, Foxhound, is what do you think RV Cris can do to keep Peeling from squirming out from under him?
It's tough. I mean, he's been doing really good at knowing when Peeling wants to do these lows, and he has been going for those toes quite often. been getting those low parries, getting those clutch low blocks, and I think he just needs to stay tight with his defense.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe extend a little less on offense, play more on the mid-range rather than getting right in Peeling's grill. Oh, look at this, though. Look at that armor timing.
That's a great option right there. Okay, apparently that string basically option selects you getting up or not getting up because it hits grounded on the second hit. Ooh, Torval finishing it off.
Good boy.
She said, my dog can take the bones off of you. We can scavenge the rest. Torval, handle my light work, he said.
Yeah, sure can, and why not let the dog do the dirty work if there's no chance of the good boy getting hurt? But speaking of hurt, RV Cris is starting to burn up off this heat combo, carrying him towards the wall, splats him high, continues the punishment, and he might be on his way to set point. He is knocked down.
Ooh, boy. RV Cris needs to come back here. Catch and Peeling. Tried to do some keep out, but Peeling went for the AOP 1+2. And that is a gigantic counter hit launcher into some extra Oki.
It's downright unfair, especially Peeling already loves AOP, and they turned that thing into something you can heat burst and heat smash out of, and a perfect KO. I don't even get to finish my thought. That should be it. Goodbye, RV Cris. Welcome to lower bracket.
Tell me Fear of Silence isn't slamming because he's not traveling so much. KingReyJr versus Tomoriru out here. Tomoriru not running the King this time, starting out with the Clive.
We saw him bringing that out in ladder, and it didn't really work out for him, but he must see something he likes in the matchup. And I'll tell you, Tomoriru, you might as well be calling him Tomoriru Ishii, because he's been a pure stone pitbull with the energy he's bringing tonight, this week in general with TNS. And this is another ladder rematch. KingReyJr is one of the only 3 people who beat Tomoriru in ladder.
Tomoriru Ishii, trying to be Tomoriru Ichiban. He's trying to be #1 out here. Trying to get away from KingReyJr. Succeeds with a double backdash. KingReyJr. whipping the heat burst, and that might do it.
Oh no! Not quite, not quite. Not gonna have that scuffed interaction from last week. Beautiful timing on the heat smash. That's a character specialist for you, Panda.
Okay. Get it out of here. What a comeback we have from the comeback kid.
Oh my goodness. I mean, after a certain point, you start being surprised when he doesn't make a comeback, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're 100% right about that one right there. Tomoriru again with the heat, spending it to get right up in KingReyJr.'s face.
Yeah, right up there, but maybe not the place he wants to be. I say that right as he gets a punish going. KingRey blocks, he restores some distance, but the mid-range is where Clive is happiest. One of those places. Not sure about the strategic positioning here, Fox now.
Yeah, neither I. Big punish with the upward 1-2. Sheesh, staying on the ground. That is not advisable.
Yeah, especially with those soccer kicks. I've been talking about KingReyJr. auditioning for Osaka Gamba. They probably want a new penalty kicker. Out comes Torgal, maybe gonna distract KingReyJr.
Tomoriru is just getting heat engaged every single round, which is fantastic, but he's unfortunately not able to continue keeping it going, but does get the duck under the swallow vortex, and KingReyJr. is about to swallow some of his own vortex off of Tomoriru.
Yeah, maybe not. You might have spoken that a little too soon, but we'll see. That is so little health to come back from, even for KingReyJr. But if anyone can do it, let's look at this wall pressure, Foxhound. Let's look at how he's keeping him off his feet. Both of them have rage if they want it. Naniwa Gusto's up.
That's crazy. He's just holding back, not even backdashing. Ooh, nice throw. I love this because now KingReyJr. is in the hot seat.
He absolutely is, and the comeback is
no
real.
Way. Is that
no way?
58 damage? That is, hold on. Chat, help me out. That's an upward 1-2 into the Naniwa Gusto forward 2. Was that all off of a 13 frame? Can you guys give me the numbers on that one? Because that was insane that she gets that much damage off of that.
Yeah, that looked about right to me, but chat has to double check for us because I can hardly believe what I saw. KingReyJr., we know the man is great at stealing his turn and everything, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's a monster, Lethal 2155. I agree with you on that. But perhaps this monster has been have we gone too far with this? We asked ourselves if we could, but we never asked ourselves if we should. KingReyJr, I was just talking to him the other day at the local that he lost in the Jacksonville, which was the second of the locals that he lost in Jacksonville. And he's like, you know what? Downplaying this character got my character buffs. And I cannot say that he's wrong.
Yeah, absolutely not. They gave her a whole move for better tracking and everything. So I think somebody was watching KingReyJr streams.
Ooh, caught him with the Sabaki, but didn't actually Sabaki anything. Just let it rip.
Yeah, understandable that Tomoriru goes back to the King for this. He's been playing King since at least Tekken 7, where I found footage of him playing Armor King, gets the Shining Wizard off on KingReyJr into a painful dropkick. Oh, look at this. Look at him stopping. ReyJr catches him pressing, steals the round.
Gotta tell you, you play King against KingReyJr, you're definitely gonna have an uphill battle.
Oh, definitely. He has fought so many Kings. He fought just Sandy some weeks ago. He's fought people like Sokobi. He is used to this matchup, even with how scary King is after that patch.
Yeah, for sure. Try to go for the Sabaki. Tomoriru knew what they were going for afterwards. KingReyJr lets him get away with murder by canceling the heat burst in his face.
Yeah, interesting. Gets for a heat engage off, goes for the low, catches him on the ground, not letting him get to his feet. Oh, what a trade, Foxhound.
Woo! Wasn't in heat, so the Shining Wizard was not homing. That's a damn shame.
Oh, bit of a pause, bit of a moment, goes for giant swing, it's broken. Tomoriru has a lot of health to make up for, and this is not where you want to be against KingReyJr, and you don't want to be staring down the barrel of set point against him either.
Staring down the barrel of a 45 kind of business, but we ain't singing old country western out here. Tomoriru trying to get these big counter hits, but KingReyJr is staying very active.
Oh, absolutely, but channeling Snake the Jake Roberts into Triple H. The pedigree comes out, and the skull damage is there. Catches him rushing in to try to finish things off. Let's see if KingReyJr is able to capitalize on this. Looks like it so far, but overextends. Drops the combo. Tomoriru might be on the board.
Thanks Season 2 for that combo realignment, but unfortunately, Tomoriru got the back 1-2 ducked, was not ready on the punishment, stays alive though.
Oh, breaks the Shining Wizard, restores neutral.
Ooh.
That one lands.
Staying on. I blocked low. I died.
Oh my goodness. That's gonna be it. That is it. You were not kidding about that.
The new stuff, bro. And KingReyJr waited until that very last moment. It seems like he waits until the clutch to use these new big moves. He's using the 4-2 1+2 as side Aztec versus RV Cris.
With RV Chris's pedigree, I mean, regularly taking on and winning against people like Pling and KingReyJr. This is going to be an uphill climb for Aztec, but if you're the birdie in his ear, what's the game plan, Foxhound?
Run this man down. Do not let him get space on you, because he will run his Clive rush to you.
That's exactly what he's doing right now. On that lateral movement, you see the little shuffle step RV Cris has been doing. Yep. Right now, Aztec has him stuck, but not for long.
Aztec backing up and allowing RV Cris to get a little bit of space, and he uses it to turn on the heat.
Oh, definitely. Both burners about to start going. But this is a lot of damage to deal with. That is going to be enough, probably. Aztec gets a good grab break. Not enough, though.
It was definitely back and forth, though, to be honest. But Absolutely. Look at RV Cris really running Aztec right down. And there's the big demon breath. This is exactly what he wanted. Sheesh, 46 damage before the wall splat.
You can see what I was talking about. With the caliber of opposition RV Cris fights every time, having him have you up against a wall like this, probably the scariest place you could be in online Tekken when Joe Crush isn't around. And already off the perfect KO, RV Cris is 2 up.
Okay, that's our 9th perfect of the night. Let's go. About to be on the double digits. Huge wall standing 2 to start this round off.
And the floor explosion. That is some steamy lava and not the nice bath kind.
Yeah, it is getting steamy out here. Ooh. It's getting spooky. It ain't even October. That's Aztec. Back-to-back perfects. This is not the first time we've seen this from RV Cris, and that's going to be our double digit.
Oh yeah, we are in the double digits now, and I felt like I was watching a Final Fantasy speed run there, because those were some combos straight out of the game, if I do say so myself. I've seen clips of the man giving the business to a deer. It was just minding its own business, and Clive's like, F you, Bambi.
In headlights. That's exactly the way it was. In headlights, Aztec was. I mean, not much that you can do when he's got a 46 damage wall splat, and then decides to add 41 more damage to it. Ridiculous. Yo, what else is ridiculous is training mode Net Neo with 16 viewers with the raid. Thank you so much for joining us. We're in the middle of our ParagOnline top 8 online bracket right now, in the middle of Losers Quarters.
Oh, a beautiful start to Losers Quarters too. RV Cris piles on the damage. Already has kind of stuck in place. Aztec gets both victims of the get over here. I like to call that the Psycho Strings, and sets him right up for the KO shot. Aztec has 2 rounds left, Foxhound. What do you think he can do to get out of this?
This down forward 4 is a solid option. I think he can go into deep dive off of it now, if I am not mistaken. But just getting heat engaged on by RV Cris is so rough. And look at the distance that RV Cris has the ability to cover with these buttons. You cannot allow him to be at his perfect distance.
Oh, definitely not. That's why I've been talking up how much of a mid-range threat he is. And Aztec's trying to exploit that and to really get in close. But RV Cris is so comfortable up close, too.
Crazy. He's so comfortable on this stage. RTO Khalil is saying he always gets this stage when he's on stream. And so, yeah, he's definitely been very, very comfortable on it. Aztec trying to chop at the lows, but RV Cris able to come right back.
Yeah, oh my goodness, and now we're up into the 80s, the 90s. You don't get the 100s, the combo drops, but the set point is still there. The health is whittling down, the time is running out. Spartan Chino delivers the raid. Thank you very much. Watch this KO. RV Cris wins.
Bro, 91 damage off a wall splat. And then he still had ridiculous amounts of...
Another rematch from ladder, and Tomoriru is trying to keep going on ahead to loser semis to take on RV Cris. Let's see how it all shakes out.
Ooh,
I had to.
Okay. I see you right there. Okay, are we bringing all the boys to the yard out here, though? Tomoriru already starting off with the 3-2-2 string, seeing how Shake is going to be able to react to it, seeing what he wants to do. Oh my goodness, you want to go back turn? I don't think that is part of the game plan.
Not at all. Whoa, drops the combo. Went for a grab that whiffed from Shake, dropping too much. Goes for the Shining Wizard. That's blocked. Into the back turn. Rain dances here. Does some hypnotism briefly. Goes into the heat engage. Shake is just piling on the pressure. And this is, as we were talking about, not as slippery and defensive a Ling as P-Ling. Did he press, though? He did!
He did. You know, all of that combo damage that led Tomoriru to that wall was because Shake AOP'd under a homing mid. And so, you know what? You deserve it.
Yeah, that was absolute defensive mastery from Shake. It didn't work out that round, but those were very good instincts. And we'll see how well he's able to exploit Tomoriru's openings going ahead.
Reactable? Get out of here, kid.
Right, sure.
Oh, okay. Big heat dash into the Storming Flower.
Beautiful stuff. Gets the walls, the sidewall going, goes up against it again. Into AOP. Tomoriru has rage again, doesn't get to use it. Tied up game, and so much pressure from Shake.
3 lows in a row will definitely do it to you, especially when you're in the corner. You just want to block so much, right? Yeah. Big haymaker into the corporate elbow. We're getting some business done.
Yeah, but the business is facing a potential hostile takeover from Shake, who steals his turn back with a plum. Already has heat going, has the wall splat. Tomoriru gets up quickly, but no real answer to these lows, and his intention's already brought back high.
Hostile is right, absolutely. Oh my god, speaking of being taken over, life bar taken over. Got a little bit of life left. Unfortunately, that first hit whiffed because of the tech roll invincibility, but Shake kept it together.
Yeah, Shake's composure, we've been talking that up, and it is no joke. But Tomoriru's trying to make something happen, and I've got something for you, Foxhound. Tomoriru, one of his characters in Tekken 7, if I've got the right guy, was Fakumram. What do you think you're going to expect from his king when he has that Fakumram DNA from Tekken 7 carrying over?
He's got that 3-2-2 charge, right? He could be using that to kind of force that will you press, won't you press situation, but we haven't really been seeing too much of that. He has been showing lots of heat smash. That's the first one that we've seen in this set so far, but I really expect for him to just use as much of the tools kit as he can. Although, you know, we don't see him using the down 4-2-1. We don't see him using the push very much right now.
Yeah, no sign of that so far. And of course, back in ladder when they met the first time, this was 2-0 for Tomoriru, so not at all surprised to see this final round.
There's the down 4-2. Okay, I was completely wrong when I said that he don't use it. I'm sorry. Don't at me, y'all. There goes the DDT. Dynamic dinner time.
Well, look at it this way. You summoned it into being. He was listening and it was like, oh, right, that move.
Yeah, I don't be doing that thing. And there's the shove. That's the other thing that I was talking about. Okay, 25 damage coming at you. Another homing mid, backdash into the heat smash, and there you go. Heat crashing out.
There's another perfect, chat. Turn up the tally because Tomoriru is turning up the heat, and he remembers last match.
You know, we've seen quite a few game 3s so far in our top cut.
We have.
Well, I want more and more and more games.
I mean, are you even a commentator of Tekken if you just don't want to see more Tekken, right?
I'm saying.
It's more Tekken. It's like having a second bowl of ice cream after dinner.
It's like having an extra meatball in the sub.
Yeah. It's like having 2 ribeye steaks.
Round 1.
Dang. 2 ribeyes is crazy. I don't know about all that. The time I feel you. 100% I feel you right now in the middle of our loser quarter. But you know what? We already eating good out here with this good ass Tekken. Tomoriru trying to play that spacing game against Shake.
Yeah, you can already see the shoves coming out a lot more to force that mid-range, but out comes the heat engage into a giant swing. Let's see if he has the stage awareness. Let's see if that gets the wall. It does not. Nowhere close.
Whoa.
But the slide drop kick is there
Another one.
And remember, all this is empowered in Jaguar Springs.
Yeah, even more damage and huge amounts of range. God, Lord. Down 4-1. That was a crazy 50-50 that you had to deal with. Honestly, I tried to block low in that situation myself.
Oh, I can't blame you. Who wouldn't? Tomoriru runs right into that kick. Shake's trying to go low again. He brings it out AOP, but Tomoriru is expecting it with that muscle armor. And again, you see him kind of trying to play a little more mid-range pokey.
Nice right there. Shake getting that raccoon swing 4-4-3 pickup. Wasn't sure about that wall combo. And unfortunately, that is going to make it so that Tomoriru has just enough space to fit in this rage art here. What do you think about this rage art?
I think it's a great time to rob some resources from Shake to turn the momentum around, get that desperately needed gray health back, and get in Shake's head a little, because this is as much psychological as physical.
That up back 3 was nasty. Tomoriru doesn't get the heat or the wall splat right there, but really working. Second X marks the spot not coming out. If Shake had let it rip, it might have killed.
See what I meant about getting in his head, though? Because that rage art out of nowhere conditioned him for the rest of the round. And look at that power bomb.
Oh, I'm looking. It's exploding. Exploding with damage. Shake breaking the throw. Just getting out of back turn right in time.
Oh, yes. Look at this lateral moving from Tomoriru into a giant swing.
Oh, my God. Okay. Not whiffing, great spacing, heat smash getting blocked. The storm is weathered, but we still got plenty of hotness coming in. The heat wave straight through Shake, and that is gonna be exactly what Tomoriru craves. One more again.
Grand finals, KingReyJr. peeling once again.
Round 1.
Let's get it done. KingReyJr. taking the first hit, peeling, taking first blood. Who's gonna get the first knockdown? It's the boy, the princess.
Oh, look at this from Pling. Already shutting down that charge attempt and getting launched eventually out of the exchange. Let's see, he carries him up to the wall, gets put straight through it. And this is the kind of aggressive smothering style you see. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, just straight up drop that.
Yeah, had to go for a deep dash and had to go a little bit tighter on that heat burst. Both of the players in heat. KingReyJr trying to make sure that Pling doesn't get a chance to use his, and he succeeds.
Yeah, just beautiful thinking, and you can see what I was talking about with the lockdown style, just immediately ready to punish that duck.
We like that. Big down forward too, that right uppercut. Running 1+2 in the middle of the string to get the strong aerial tailspin. That's a new one.
Oh, very, very new. Catches him trying to roll off to his feet. They're up against the wall on the side now. Gets the back turn into the grab. That's the kind of grab you were talking about, KingRey. Saying he doesn't like dealing with. But right now, he's not going to have to worry about it. Not at this rate.
Ducking? What you ducking for? What did I give you a reason to duck for?
Pling is very duck happy. He'll go into crouch, he'll go into AOP, he'll use that to springboard off of, and KingReyJr is used to looking for that, I think.
Yeah, I think that forward 1+2 is really good to be able to catch those stances. Damn, way too far away to be able to get anything off of the dragon wheel kick, the back three, but, you know, we take those.
Yeah, we absolutely do, and we take that if you're KingReyJr. Look at, overextends. Pling delays the get up to force him to whip.
KingReyJr trying to jockey for positioning now, trying to get out of the wall. Pling does get him with this throw. An interesting choice right there to try to go for the snake edge. My theory is maybe he was expecting KingReyJr to tech roll to his side that would make it difficult for him to see with the camera and kind of get caught, but nothing doing for KingReyJr.
Plus, keep in mind, I know I've been bringing this kind of thing up a lot. This was a ladder match, and Pling won at 2-0. So KingReyJr is warmed up against him. He's seen the tricks. He's obviously historically familiar with them, but he's seen them tonight. So he's kind of in that mindset of, okay, I've played these games before.
Yeah,
Ready for the
but
next battle.
Pling has been playing this character a really long time. Not to say that all of those things that used to exist in Tag 2 and Tekken 6 and Tekken 7 still are there. Even things that existed last week don't exist anymore for some Okies, but now new ones exist, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing more things out of the Magician Pling.
Yeah, including this. Look at this long string that started with the AOP. Gets the wall blast going, keeps another splat going, sets up the burners to go full blast. KingReyJr not able to get up without the pressure. Forces Pling to back off a little, but look at this, Foxhound.
Tragic. 51 damage off of that heat smash. Back turn, and you know, you thought that it was a good idea to continue pressing when you were plus, and Xiaoyu was back turn. That's a damn shame.
I mean, half of Xiaoyu's buffs were buffing her back turn, making it more powerful.
We haven't even seen the back turn power crush yet.
We haven't? No. Goes into AOP again, starts to restore neutral. They're backing off, they're trying to feel each other out. Not in time to punch that.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, look at that side switch into the grab. Pling's been getting a lot of luck setting up that grab.
Ooh, Pling just now showing the down forward 2 cancels here, trying to push forward. KingReyJr actually able to get a heat burst on the Art of Phoenix. Ooh, and it looks like Pling's gonna turn to ashes right here, but he'll rise in the next round.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Delays the punish a little, delays the final blow, but Pling not able to get up in time, and that was just a pure checkmate situation. Any move Pling made would have been the end of the round anyway. Might as well just pick yourself up and get ready for the next 60 seconds.
KingReyJr definitely sticking on top of Pling, not allowing him any sort of evasive movement. What did I tell you about ducking? That's perfect number 12 for the night, chat.
Bring it up, and you remember what I said, that this is the kind of style KingReyJr was going to want to pull out, just smother Pling, not give him any chance to pull anything slippery, any chance to go into stance changes, to do anything fancy like the wall runs he likes to do, just play pure Smash Mouth Tekken.
Sheesh, speaking of Smash Mouth, somebody once told me that you could punish that move, and what are you doing not punishing it? Minus 17.
Well, it keeps on coming and it don't stop coming. So right now, Pling Oh, breaks the grab. He's been setting that up one too many times. Foxhound, if you go to a well one too many times, the bucket's going to come out dry. And that's what happened to Pling just there.
Sheesh, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him break throws. That's tragic.
I wouldn't want to try to throw a horse, personally.
And that's the difference between you and KingReyJr.
That's true. That's true.
All right, KingReyJr is now on an 8-game win streak right now. He has not lost on this character in 8 games. And that's including the last 4 games of our top 8 that we've seen in our winners finals and winners semis versus Tomoriru. This is tough. What do you think Pling's got to do here?
It's hard to tell because these games between these two swing so rapidly. I think you just need to start baiting out more punishment opportunities and maybe take advantage of things like the heat you can use out of AOP now, the power crush out of back turn. We haven't really seen that come out yet. Try to surprise KingRey with something.
Ooh, forecast down for 3. Okay, big old charge. Did not get a guarantee follow-up afterwards. Maybe wanted to try to get a little bit something extra, but Pling is putting on some extra thermostatic energy.
Yeah, the laws of thermodynamics are in Pling's favor. Goes into Hypnotist for a moment, goes right back into AOP.
Damn.
Saw that heat engage coming from Kalamazoo, making KingRey pay. This is the kind of thing I was talking about, Fox now.
Damn, talk about Kalamazoo. We had straight up mountains of damage right there after the 4-2-1-2 into the guarantees. Pling is now starting to mix up those little cancels and changes, but KingReyJr playing the spacing game extremely well.
Oh my goodness, yes, indeed, and gets him up against the wall. Pling gets up, but immediately back into the pressure, and the oil is simmering in the wok. The meat's being cut up. The burner is turned up way high, and Pling's getting turned into a stir fry.
You're talking about getting cooked up here. It's like Pling just got hit with the carbon steel wok. Lord have mercy. Whole ass frying pan right there, honeymooner style. Why I oughta.
Oh my goodness, you know, there's a reference to the bear in here somewhere, but it's been a while since I watched that show. And we're gonna see some carnage, which is just a really awful way to try to say carnage. I have to apologize for that one in advance.
Nice sidesteps. Sidestepping left, great option versus Pling. Yeet. Big old counter hit knockdown. Pling whiffing the mistrust. We've got to see a heat smash here.
Look at that. Yeah, you expected. I don't think KingRey expected to be smacked out of the air like that. Pling thinking ahead, setting up that grab he likes so much. Goes into the Art of Phoenix, backs away from the car wheel kick, but he's still caught by the launcher.
Heron dance. Goes with the raw running 1+2 to get the aerial tailspin. Tough one right there. That's going to send KingReyJr into set point.
You gotta figure that one felt a little personal because in their recent matchups, Pling has been so good at baiting out that rage art and countering it, often with his own.
For sure. Absolutely. Pling, speaking of which, trying to bait out KingReyJr to make a mistake here. Tries to go for this throw. Not working out. He is fighting his way out of this wall, though.
Oh yes, forcing a return to the center of the stage. Pling threw out a quick AOP there. Has he going for a few seconds more? Not able to get anything going to keep locking him down. Sees the heat engage coming into the launcher. Juggles him all the way back. Gets a bit of sidewall action going. Is this going to be set versus survival point? It is!
We talk about how slippery Pling is. Lord have mercy. He's a slippery salamander out here. Okay, Pling, hit it or quit it. Get it done right here or don't get it done at all.
Yeah, well, when Asuka hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's like wrestling an amore eel, which is what Pling's slippery Xiaoyu is like.
Straight up, we're eating some unagi out here. Straight up nigiri sushi. Let's see what kind of wasabi KingReyJr got for us.
Yeah, seems to have dropped the sauce bottle because Pling is on the way to another perfect to bring his game onto the board. Is he going to be able to do it, Foxhound, or can KingReyJr pull off another miracle?
Sidestepping left after down back 2 is tragic, and he dies with heat. What do they tell you to do, homie? What do they tell you to do?
Burn it.
Don't die with heat. Burn it.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to sting for KingRey a bit. He'll recalibrate because he's tough as nails and he's been playing this kind of thing since he was like 9. But that should have been the set right there. He had several opportunities and he was holding on to heat in his pocket for too darn long.
In that situation, yeah, I feel like, but it's tough because, God, he had been doing so many of those throws, especially from back, and especially off of those cancels as well. We didn't see those cancels in those last moments, but I definitely think solid sidestep left after the down back 2 hits you, always a great idea. Almost everything can get evaded. Of course, peeling can mix his options as well, but here we are into round 4 or game 4. Let's see what KingReyJr has as an answer.
Yeah, right now he's just going to try to keep playing his game. Look at the way he goes low. Look how he tracks the tech roll get up, not with a literal movement, with his eyes. He saw what direction peeling was going to go before he went for it, and now we're in a restoration of neutral.
Peeling is really trying to goad him. The spacing game is fantastic. And again, another one of those big throws. There we go. Sidestep left. He's listening to the commentary. I'm sure of it.
Oh, absolutely. This man has the Twitch stream open in a tab and is playing on one earbud right now. Maybe the other, his own stream's playing in the other. Peeling has heat active, goes into AOP. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
I don't like that bait, honestly.
Yeah,
you know, Peeling had gotten away from those keepers so many times, and now that you can cancel that string, it was like, he whiffed. Now I can do a wake-up punish, and Peeling's like, nope. Actually, time for you to get hit meaty with this string.
Yeah, and he's just so good at pulling this out whenever he needs to, Foxhound. And I'm going to make a little bet. $10 in the pool, whoever loses. Does this go to a 5th game?
I don't know about that one, Chief. I think that KingReyJr can bring it back. He's got Poppy in the chat with him, checking him out and rooting him forward.
Oh, absolutely. The parental buff is very real. Look at how he is putting the pressure on Peeling. Look at that heat smash.
Got to. Not even Gusto still. Ooh, even caught him in the corner. Peeling said, I see that one coming. Is that one not launch punishable, that last hit?
What?
Ooh, no, it's aerial. I love the parry, but unfortunately it's an aerial hit, and you can't parry aerial hits in Tekken 8.
Yeah, just Peeling so good at pulling out weird stuff like that KingReyJr just perhaps not expecting, not really having a chance to do much about. Goes for a cartwheel kick. That must have been just a little off axis or something, right, Foxhound?
That's tragic, 100%. Doesn't matter though, KingReyJr getting Peeling stuck to this wall like a thumbtack, going through it even.
Oh, very, very much through it into rage. Not going to have a real good chance to use it. The burners are cranked up all the way for KingReyJr. Drops the combo. Wow. Heat smash to put himself on the board.
That was nasty. Let's not forget that the heat smash has the same low crushing properties as Asuka's can. 5-frame low crush. That is why KingReyJr was able to get over the wake up kick from Peeling.
It almost feels like a move designed to fight a Link Xiaoyu, doesn't it?
Honestly, I think that this moveset in general is very good versus Link Xiaoyu, especially with that down back 3, the enchanted circle that Asuka has. Now Peeling is definitely using that hypnotist heat smash, spends it, and yet again, if I had a nickel for the heat bursts that were evaded by this Art of Phoenix, I wouldn't have to be running back to the job tomorrow morning. Lord have mercy. Peeling is getting us that game 5. You were right, K-Box.
Oh, yes, and it's a good thing you didn't take the bet, isn't it? But I've been seeing that Peeling keeps calling out that heat burst, and it's whiffing into the air almost every time because Peeling's already an AOP. What do you think's made him have such a good read?
It's really tough, honestly. You know, it's very often, you know how like sometimes people will be, you know, wave dashing in your face and you're like, I'm gonna press now, and then they have your timing and it didn't matter what button they pressed, but they knew your timing. I feel like it's like that. He just knew the timing, and the fact that Art of Phoenix is just gonna beat 90% of your move kit when you are doing sidestep right AOP. If you have the timing read, you're good, and Peeling is just so on point with those timing reads.
Yeah, that is just the sheer experience of playing Ling for you. The man's name means Princess Ling for a reason, and these two, even though KingRey's quite young, incredibly experienced with their characters.
Yeah, KingReyJr has been playing this specific character, Asuka Kazama, for a double-digit number of years, and so has Peeling as well. So you have to think about that, about how these are both pretty much the pinnacle of character specialists in North America for each of these characters.
I'm gonna drop a bomb and make people in the chat feel old by pointing out that Asuka is like a year older than KingReyJr is. As in the existence of the character, not canonical age.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. 20 years of Tekken 5.
Right. I mean, where does the time go? Right now, P-Ling likes to run out the clock. Is a bit like Xiaoyu 20Z in that respect. So where the time goes, if you're KingReyJr, is nowhere. He does not want to give him the chance. He bursts.
Wasting zero time is absolutely right. KingReyJr looking stylish with these new combos, I gotta say.
Oh yes, keeps being a little early on that cartwheel kick. He's surely anticipating something from P-Ling. He gets another heat burst of his own. P-Ling forced to back off, rolls away, gets away from that sweep attempt, gets his favorite little grab going.
Ooh, I kind of like that roll. It was a little bit janky, but got him out of the wall. Unfortunately, Hypnotist mid, catching him back turn into the throw. No guaranteed follow-up, but that new low is slamming the rest of KingReyJr's life bar.
Yeah, and I am not at all surprised to see that this is a tied-up game in a tied upset in winners finals. Yet again, is it really Paragon without something like this?
No, not at all. And again, if I had an angle for that throw, nice back three. Honestly, that was the perfect option. Peeling had been doing a little bit too much of those cancels.
Yeah, that's what I've been talking about with going to the well a few times too many, and you pull up the water bucket and there ain't no water in it. What there is a big air juggle into heat burst, into some serious pain, and into set point KingReyJr.
We like that. We like that. Okay, the floor is purple. Let's see who's going to take us down to Gargoyle's perch.
We'll see who manages to get that floor break first. Spring kicks there for Asuka, for KingReyJr. Taking the fight to him, but the lateral movement's there for P-Ling. He bursts up to the wall. Gonna go for the grab again.
Forward. Still couldn't can him. There you go, the destabilizer throw now going low here. KingReyJr going with the full 4-2. That's safe now. Thank you, Nani Wagusto. Thank you, Season 2. KingReyJr in heat spends it.
Oh my goodness, he was counting on that heat smash too, but that's so little health for P-Ling, who's starting to run short on time. Let's see what he can do. Doesn't look like a floor break's gonna happen. Gets him out of the flip.
Wow.
Set, swing, set point. Winners finals goes to KingReyJr, who's gonna be waiting at the top of the Paragon Mountain, just like last week.
I cannot believe that exerciser, that forward one, has Guadalajara in his start GG, and Tomoriru is on the West Coast in California in the Bay Area. So let us see how this works out.
Well, from what I've heard, Tomoriru came to New York City from the Philippines, but you know, he's a man with the...
I'm wrong.
Yeah. It's
You're
fine
right.
because sometimes, you know, Tekken is so fun that we forget geography. I mean, this is the impact site of a giant meteor.
Ooh. Throw whiffing in that situation is unfortunate. 100% a giant meteorite slamming huge amounts of impact, deep impact even.
Oh yes, very, very deep. Not able to really get the kill off it though. He's gonna end up against the wall himself, and plenty of time for RV Cris to seal the deal. Foxhound, what tools do you think Tomoriru has to get this victory under his belt?
You got armor, right? You have muscle armor that could be really good. Unfortunately, that unbreakable throw at 15 damage Scorpion Sting is definitely going to get used, especially if Tomoriru is trying to continue his spacing out there. RV Cris is just a master of spacing. It is going to be a difficult one to get past, and that is perfect number 12 on the board.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, King needs to be close to you, and RV Cris's Clive is just so great at controlling the mid-range, what you call it the range 3. Even as he tries to throw out what I'm going to call the get over here, the psycho string, to bring Tomoriru towards him, Tomoriru kind of backs himself into the corner. Out comes Torgal to force the wall splat. RV Cris deals a lot of punishment here. This is really looking tough to get out of it for Tomoriru.
Yeesh. And he got the low wall slump into the flip over there. Tomoriru is like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to rage art here. And uh-oh, that's another double perfect by RV Cris. So that's 13 on the board. Chat, this is crazy.
Absolutely. And Foxhand, what do you think of that rage art right there at the end? Do you think that was just a get off me play, or
he had to? I mean, he didn't have to, but yes, that was absolutely a. I'm getting rushed down. I'm getting rushed down. I've got to have an answer for it. And you know, you play enough of these 2D fighters. You know, maybe Tomoriru has been playing a lot of the City of the Wolves beta. You know, he's been trying to get his DPs.
Yeah, might well have been. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo just got confirmed not so long ago, so I can't blame anybody, even though I'm more of a messy guy myself. But here's something interesting, too. In ladder, Tomoriru 2-0'd RV Cris. So obviously RV Cris is making adjustments to something we didn't see on stream.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely looking a lot messier right here. But Tomoriru getting this 70 damage on the giant swing into another one of the DDT. Eat that one.
So good at chaining his throws together, even when they aren't literal chain grabs. To put himself in position to follow up that giant swing was great strategy, as was keeping himself just a little off axis for that get over here attempt.
We haven't seen any of the Irish whip either when Tomoriru has his back to the wall. Look at RV Cris, he's been like, I don't really want to be near the wall with you. How about you come over here? Never mind, I'll come to you. Bam.
That's basically an unbalancing technique, what the judo would call Kazuya. This time he catch it. This time he still can't catch him. He goes for the rage art again. I definitely think you're right. He's using that as an anti-rush down tool.
Really selling it right now. RV Cris just knows his spacing so incredibly well, and Tomoriru is on the back foot constantly.
Yeah, and often putting himself on it. He's backing away to create space and find openings. But then he pulls out something like this giant swing, which is almost certainly, yes, going to find the wall. Great stage awareness from Tomoriru.
A little hop kick action right there. Wasn't aerial, so still in the game.
Sets up the power bomb. We're going down a level.
Just wants to let Cris know he will let that rip 100%. You have to let him know. Gotta let him know they got shooters out here. And yes, that heat smash will break the floor regardless of if you have gotten a little purple on it at all. Are we gonna go down to the sands of time?
If Tomoriru has any say in it, we will, especially because he'll get out of these uncomfortable wall situations. Sure, there won't be the damage burst from Giant Swing, but he'll be able to stop so many of Cris's shenanigans.
And down we go, just as you say. He definitely wants to get down there, and especially huge amounts of damage that you get for being able to do that. I don't know if we even got Tornado in that last combo. All good, don't need
look at this. I love the thinking there, using the Jaguar sprint setup to armor through the spring kick. He knew he was coming, but did he press? He didn't. He didn't press.
Get a little bit of your own medicine. We've seen quite a bit of this, right? We've seen quite a bit of those rage arts back and forth this evening, and I think a lot of people say that rage art is really good against Jaguar sprint, and then I think about halfway through the year last year they were like, King should be able to block out of Jaguar sprint, and we were all like, but why make him commit? But I like the change.
I mean, that feels a little counterintuitive because he is sprinting full force at you like a linebacker. When is he going to stop and block, right? Like, that is just, that doesn't make any sense with the design of the move, just in universe logic.
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, but he's agile. He knows how to be able to stop on a dime, like a true luchador, like a leader. He's very loosey-goosey.
Maybe you should be able to like leapfrog over you or something like you see in Lucy spots sometimes.
Yeah, maybe. I think we could definitely use some Hurricanrana out of King. I need that to be one of his next throws, 100%.
I'd be terrified if a 6'6", 300-some pound man Hurricanrana me.
Yeah, I mean, you should be. I mean, the things that he does already in this game, you should be terrified of. Just like we are definitely seeing Tomoriru being a little bit trepidatious versus RV Chris's offense.
Understandable when you watch him set up this power bomb to take the first round.
75 damage off of 2 hits.
Off of 2 hits. I mean, King is, he touches you, you lose.
Definitely using that stature of his extremely well. He's doing pretty good at staying off of the wall at this point now, and maybe he's figured out the spacing game.
Yeah, it seems like he's getting onto it. Misses the wall that time, but gets armor to deal with RV Chris's poking. Blocks Torgal. Oh my goodness, he's stuck up against the corner again. But he's also been doing very well at using his striking to set up his grab.
Yo, what a great answer to the running exploder, but unfortunately couldn't get much because of the sidewall. And there you go. It feels like we have seen nothing but giant swings. I have seen no other throw other than a giant swing in the last 3 games.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. RV Cris has not shown a consistent ability to tech out of the giant swing, and Tomoriru clearly has a very clear path to setting that up. So why not keep going to the well, right?
Great, absolutely. And a beautiful delayed tech roll for RV Cris to be able to get out of there and stop Tomoriru's heat. Reign of terror.
Yeah, Tomoriru turned up the heat a little too high, burnt out the burns. He's getting chewed out by the head chef, but he's gonna break the giant swing. Goes for the shoves to get RV Cris off him. Very quick adaptation to seeing the giant swing broken, if you ask me.
Sheesh, here it comes. Big wall damage, tornado. Ugh. Wake up into this charge move. Shades of Fakum Ram. Oh my lord.
How ironic, right? Doing that to a Fakum Ram main back in 7.
They deserve it.
Oh, another giant swing stacked. He backs off, gets heat.
Jeez.
Oh, not heat at all.
Counter hit today.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's about just keeping something in your pocket until the perfect time, because if someone gets too familiar with an option, look, another tech on the giant swing. Tomoriru is just not mixing him up enough.
Look at Tomoriru, who's like, I will stick to this wall. You know why? Because if I throw you off this wall, you're not going to like it. Ooh, big crouch throw. He was really going for a big read. RV Cris trying to back up and still not going to be too far enough away to not eat a throw.
Yeah, backs himself into the wall again, like you were saying. Tries to heat smash out of it. Goes for the knee drop kick. Not able to get back into a defensive posture in time. This should tie up the game, and it does.
We like that.
We do. One of these days, Foxhound, we are going to have a nightmare Paragon bracket where every single game goes to final round, and Khalil's just going to be like, what is my life?
Hey, that's what we do it for. We do it for respect, but we do it for the vision. We do it for the homies that are watching out there. Okay, Tomoriru definitely in the back seat right now. He does have heat. He does have rage. Is he going to get a chance to use them?
Good question. RV Cris is doing a great job of re-establishing spacing, but Tomoriru gets the heat going. Oh my goodness, he's not going to be able to use it. He's stuck against the wall. Out comes the laser beam of death. It's 2-1 now.
Bro, hit the whole shoot the whoop. Nasty. RV Cris up 2-1 right now on these insane reads. He's been getting these duck while standing 2s. Just knowing exactly when Tomoriru wants to go for these grabs. And Tomoriru tried to go for the crouch grab earlier, but he's just not locked in on the timing that RV Cris wants to duck.
Right, he was doing a great job with the giant swing setups, but Clive, RV Cris, figured out his timing during the latter end of that game, and I think Tomoriru is going to have to try to rewrite his strategy on the fly. What do you think his keys are here?
I think he's definitely got to keep up with those throws. They've been doing very well. He should definitely keep his spacing game proper. Maybe some more down forward 2s, but look at him just backdashing away. RV Cris is like, no, that's not going to get it done. I'm going to grappling hook on you. So maybe different movement mix-ups.
I think he's looking for something he can force a whip on and punish, but You know, he's expecting RV Cris to be a bit more of a ranged guy too, I think, which is a bit funny when he's been mixing it up directly in Tomoriru's face. But it's a bit intuitive, and unfortunately, intuition doesn't always do it.
Jeez, talking about getting in there. RV Cris is just not... He's not letting Tomoriru play the game that Tomoriru wants to play.
Look at that, broke another giant swing. Tomoriru needs to go for a different throw.
That is crazy range on the Scorpion Sting right there.
Oh my goodness. Oh, out comes Torgal, sends him up against the wall again. Bit of lateral movement, makes the get over here miss, but out comes the heat. RV Cris trying to put this to bed, trying to cook you a bit of a last dinner before night-night.
Bro, he trapped him over there. Shades of Charizard X with the fire spin, and that is the first down forward 2-1 counter hit that we have seen from Tomoriru all night.
Oh yes, the very first one. And it's probably just hard to keep all your options in mind when you're playing at this high a level. Your body is going to go on muscle memory and what you're used to doing. Here comes the DDT again. Tries to go low, catch RV Cris on something. RV Cris is safe on his feet. Eats another DDT for his trouble.
Big Keepers catching the wake-up kick just in time, but Tomoriru had plenty of life lead to be able to eat that armor.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly what he needed. And right now he is trying to maintain the momentum. He is on set point. He doesn't want to let this slip through his fingers like the sand he is fighting on.
Get out of here with this combo, bro. Is nasty. I thought he was going to get heat dash off of this. Roll running to the +14. Hit you right in the spleen. Tomoriru is struggling to get in.
And he is not getting in anymore. He's been handed the eviction notice. But what an incredible run for what, as far as I can tell, is his second Paragon.
Eesh, yeah. 4th place, nothing to sneeze at, especially with the roster that we had out here. Definitely not. Winner makes it to the big show, Grands versus KingReyJr. Let's see what Pling and RV Cris have to say. We got to see them play earlier on in winners semis, and Pling took it 2-1, but this is the first of 3. It could mean everything to have that extra game.
It absolutely could, especially because they might be feeling a little deja vu after this was the exact same storyline last week. Losers finals, Pling versus RV Cris. Pushed each other to the limit, especially after that whole Mono E issue with the controller disconnect. And they were fighting to take on KingReyJr at the top. You'd think they might be like, hey, this seems a little familiar.
You're right about that. I almost forgot about the controller issue, crash, heard around the world, but I think RV Cris might be locked in enough to be able to take it here. I think he's been on a tear. And especially, you know, I feel like this happens a lot. You know, you have somebody that was in winners finals and they have to wait so long to be able to play again. They might get a little bit cold, whereas the person that just won losers semis, they're pretty high, right?
Right, that's always the question, especially when you're talking about coming up into grands or you're facing somebody who just lost losers finals, that winners finals, sorry, because they have been sitting, they have been watching the stream, they have been waiting for you to show up, and that is time. But it's also time that they've recovered mentally a little. They've flushed, they've rolled their wrists, they've had a drink of water. So they're not just cold necessarily, they might be mentally fresh and more ready than you are when you've just been playing Tekken nonstop for hours.
Yeah, man, we are seeing RV Cris be so locked in. So many people struggle to be able to punish this character, and RV Cris is not having that problem. However, it can be difficult to see this throw and see which hand is being thrown. We got ourselves perfect number 14, a 15-second one at that.
Oh my goodness, Chad, I hope you're still keeping count because the perfects keep coming and they won't stop coming. Pling is on the back foot now, but we've seen how quickly he can steal momentum back. It's like he knew that grapple was coming.
He knew it was about to happen. Just keep your eye out like aye Captain. Big trade right there in favor of RV Cris. Pling, though, using the firecracker to get out.
Yeah, trying to be the iceberg in the ship's path. Gets RV Cris against the wall. That was an interaction. Break that down for us, Flocksound.
Sheesh, it was a titanic amount of energy. You were talking about the iceberg. It's only the tip of it right now. Let's see what RV Cris has to be able to steer himself out of danger.
Oh, yes, he's trying to grab the helm with all his might. Catches P-Link trying to go into rain dance and a really painful sword slash to the back. Oh my goodness, a good way to take the first game by RV Cris. But both of these players have been here before, and we are in first to 3 territory. I think we're going to be here for a while, Foxhound.
You know, it's very possible. It makes me think here. RV Cris has been using the grappling hook, and P-Link is like, nah, you're not allowed to do that to me, AOP. And now, that very last interaction where he brought down the trident, brought down the electric sword, it made me think, man, that's a pretty good move to beat AOP.
It is, especially when P-Link is so happy with AOP. I'm frankly surprised you don't always see people sitting on that and waiting for it, because P-Link is gonna go for AOP like a fish is gonna swim in water.
Yeah, 100%. It's just exactly like that. But the difference is, the important thing is you don't know when he's going to do it. It's like when he's playing Yoshimitsu, right, you know he's going to go for the unblockable bad breath. But the question is, when does he do it? You don't have the ability to react to it. And by the time you see that he's in AOP, it's too late. He's now able to throw out the AOP 2-1, able to run the AOP hop kick, AOP down. So it's very difficult to deal with it. And yet again, we get RV Cris on the arena. What are we doing? We can't get him off of the stage.
The stage is following him around at this point. I think it's alive. I think we need to get the SCP Foundation in here.
I agree with that one.
Dodges away from the grapple attempt. There's a bit of an indecisive exchange. Gets caught on the slide. Forces RV Cris back.
Good lay on the 1-2-1 string right there. What a beautiful sidestep. RV Cris in the hot seat right now. Both of them even turning the heated seats on.
Oh, those seats are nice and crispy, and it's a shame we're out of the really cold weather. It's no longer winter driving season, so it's starting to get a little sweaty in that ride. We'll see who walks at the heat first. It's P-Link taking the first round.
A confirmable must be nice. Round start heapers, that's crazy. Who does round start heapers in losers finals? P-Link says me. Whoa, I thought we said that move was gonna be good for AOP.
Oh my goodness. Are you even a commentator if you have not cursed to play at least once?
I swear, bro. Can I get the clip-a-rooney on that, chat? I can't believe my eyes.
Oh my, it is just so hard to believe, and these players are playing so fast and so confident that it's no wonder this stuff is coming out almost faster than we can keep up. The ring dance was there. All right, Cris managed to stay away from it for a minute, but he's tornadoed. He's carried towards the wall. He's splatted.
Boom, bam, bing. Ooh,
drops.
On the right axis. RV Cris still has opportunity to stay alive.
Yeah, and that's a lot of health to get back, but also a lot of great health waiting for him. Plenty of room to make something happen here. If he can get out of this corner, off this sidewall situation, he's on his way to doing just that.
Sheesh, okay. Getting 2 up on the board for the counter. Let's see if RV Cris can spend it properly. Staying on the ground is maybe not what you want to do, P-Link.
Yeah, he delayed that get up for a weirdly long time. I think he was anticipating some of Clive's Oki routes, but that was basically what gave RV Cris the round, if you ask me.
Yeah, that was nasty. P-Link not going for those tricky options, the tricky low out of the hop, just trying to make it so that RV Cris is making a mistake, but the range that Clive has the ability to control was maybe not quite in P-Link's calculation.
Oh, he tries to back off to create a whiff, but he misunderstands the range, I think. Gets caught and splatted against the wall. He needs a sweep for his trouble. He's grabbed again. Oh my goodness, RV Cris, he's got level 2 up. He is now he's up against the wall though. Good counter tornado for P-Link, who's trying to keep up the pressure.
RV Cris side rolling out of there. Nice little jab. And using his lateral movement, as we know he is wont to do, getting those homing moves, trying to keep P-Link locked down. It's a tough one.
It is. You can see the little micro movements from P-Link too. It's not all AOP. It's not all dramatic spins. It's sometimes just a little step to the left or the right. 9 seconds left. Takes the game. It's a tight set.
It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right. It's getting crazy out here. We're going to be here for a while. I think you're right. We might need to do the time warp to figure out where we're going.
Get ready for the next battle.
Right now, we're going on an electric slide straight home for one of these two. It's not the end of the road just yet, but with that kind of momentum, one of these two is going to wake up in a few minutes wondering what the hell happened to their set.
Yeah, they're definitely going quick in this situation. Use the range on that button. Nice low parry.
Oh, beautiful low parry into that wall carry, into heat engage. It is ready. It is crackling hot. It catches Peeling in the air, carries him all the way to another wall, splats him again, hardly even lets him touch the ground before he's got him off his feet again. Out comes Torgal. Oh my goodness, Foxhound.
Yikes. Could have used the armor there, but unfortunately Peeling is swinging that momentum back so heavy. Down forward to cancel into the throw, the waning moon, and so wanes your health bar.
Oh, yes. I mean, Peeling is just so good at stealing the momentum. I called that entire round as if it was going to be RV Cris's, and I have all the eggs in my face, which, you know, those are expensive these days, so I just stopped doing that.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you need to save those for later, save those for tomorrow. RV Cris, though, getting this crazy Oki, 82 damage on that one into the heat smash, sending it.
Oh my goodness, he's so good at getting Peeling in these wall situations. The question is how well he can force Peeling onto the back foot and get him to stay there.
Big low, Peeling knew that it was coming. Got a huge amount of recoverable life left and can pepper RV Cris. Has him locked down. RV Cris gets a sidestep, but Peeling's still alive.
Oh, goes for the rage art to counter the slide. Catches him in the middle of the animation. Oh, wow.
We like that.
And it's enough to take the round. Oh my goodness.
The reactions are crazy for Peeling. Just knew that the Clive rush was coming and got in there with the rage art.
Couldn't react to that. Heat engaging 1+2, though. Not quite fast enough. Or for that grappling hook. But you can't react to everything. Wow. And yet another perfect for the tally, chat.
Yowza. RV Cris did that one quick.
I didn't even count how many seconds. That's how fast it was.
I think it was 15. Don't quote me on that one. Peeling getting some huge momentum, but RV Cris heat engages and just completely within 4 seconds straight up brought Peeling to the other wall.
Oh yes, but Peeling gets away, goes into Rain Dance for the kill, goes up 2-1. RV Cris might be having some flashbacks to a week ago, even though this has been a pretty even matchup for them tonight because RV Cris beats him in ladder, Peeling beats him in top 8. Here they are again, and Peeling's ahead.
Now, that means that Peeling won the first of two again, just like they did in winter semifinals. But, as we know, we're in first of 3 territory right here. By the way, shout out to all of you in chat. Hope you all are enjoying this. We got Skill Hero, got Shiri-chan, we got the Tekken Tim Heavener out here as well. Hope y'all are really enjoying our losers finals, our top 8 Paragon line action.
Oh my goodness, it is a wonderful night to be a Tekken fan. Thank you to everybody in chat for your support. And we are going into 60 more seconds of incredible Tekken. Don't go anywhere.
Cris putting that sword out there, 40 damage on the down forward 1 punish. We like that.
Yeah, we also like that evasive movement from Peeling to dodge the follow-up slide to the grab. He likes to set up his tech this time. He's on the back foot. Eats 2 sweeps in a row. But look at that dodge. Look at this sway into rain dance.
That's crazy. RV Cris did 2 homing lows, and then Peeling was like, I'm still going to step, bro. You're not going to stop me, step, bro.
All right, backing off. He anticipated that grappling hook, comes back in off the back of it, sends RV Cris to the wall. Not quite able to splat him yet. Gets a bit of sidewall action going. Gets some real low health. 9 seconds left. Next exchange probably wins it. Peeling 2 rounds away from a rematch with KingReyJr.
That was some nasty Oki right there that we saw doing. I might need a clip for that, chat. If y'all could help me out. I'm a little bit transfixed right now. RV Cris is eating some of the magic. Look at this heat dash, though, off of the sidestep 2-1.
You want to talk transfixed? Sometimes I'm so busy watching this match unfold, I'm forgetting to talk.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, it leaves us gobsmacked sometimes. Can leave us at a loss for words. It's difficult to see when that's going to happen. Jab, whiffing in that situation. Got myself tongue-tied. Lord have mercy. Peeling is cooking.
Oh, you can smell what Peeling is cooking all over the kitchen, but this might be a burner slightly too hot for him.
Nice.
RV Cris takes the round.
You like that. Beautiful back dash, stopping the wake-up low from Peeling. RV Cris is looking like he's trying to mount a comeback.
I would not be surprised. That's exactly what he's trying to do.
Is it a Tekken bracket if we don't have a game 5 in every single set?
I mean, I've seen a couple game 3s. I've seen a game 4. We'll see if we get a game 5. I'm kind of low-key hoping for one, but I am avowed to an oath of neutrality as a commentator, and P-Ling puts himself on set point. I know somebody doesn't want a game 5.
What makes a man neutral, Kevin?
Lust for power, money.
He's just born with a heart full of neutrality. Maybe Peeling is born with a heart full of neutrality. The way he plays neutral is nasty. And look at the spacing.
Oh, look at that.
Look at the damage. Look at the sequences that we got going on. And RV Cris stays alive through all of it. So crazy.
You know, we had a literal luchador on a match ago, and that felt more lucha than anything we saw.
Yeah, we have straight up Cirque du Soleil right there. Sadness coming through if RV Cris survives all of that and can't close out the round. Cali roll can't get the punish off. Look at him standing tall though.
Oh, look at that. He's running out of time and health. He has rage. Gets the side switch because of the drop. Can he force the pressure on 10 seconds left to do something to turn this round around? He drops it. This might just run out. AOP comes out. The slide comes out. Oh my goodness. Time off. 8 to 7%. A win by 1 percentage point. That is classic P-Ling.
We like that. That was crazy. Losers finals. Game 4 is cooking. RV Cris on the hit it or quit it point right now. Can he give us a game 5?
He's certainly going to try a set versus survival. Look at this sidestep into a punish combo into summoning Torgal. Takes the heat, gets a little bit burnt up, cranks up the burners himself. That thermostat is roaring, and so is his air combo box out.
Oh, don't touch my thermostat out here. Poppy trying to get us some extra damage. Peeling trying to stop that running Oki. RV Cris didn't get the wall standing 1-2 punish, but he does get that demon breath, and he is spitting that hot fire to give us game 5.
About this development, I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Oh, my Wi-Fi said hello. Yo, Charizard X, hope you're doing good. Saw you play in a first game on TNS on Tuesday. Missed you around these parts, and glad to see your name in the chat. Oh my gosh, what a great evening this is. We get nothing but game after game. We're getting game 5s all over the place here, Kev.
All over the place, and this is just the start. I would not be surprised for at least one game 5 in grand finals, potentially the reset too. Clive wants to cut that Cinderella run short though. He's saying to chat, you guys all saw this movie before. I'm gonna rewrite the ending.
Yeah, no, you're talking about a Cinderella story right here. We're talking about the Princess Ling that we are looking at. So RV Cris is going to have to rewrite history if they think that they're going to be able to take it off of the Tekken god Princess Ling. 14 seconds wasn't a perfect, but it might as well have been.
Yeah, gentleman's perfect, as some in the industry say. Good use of lateral movement there. Not quite able to get away from it this time, but RV Cris was perhaps anticipating a get up early because that high went clean over P-Ling, but not going to deter him. Look from that wall splat.
Uh-oh. Okay, get over here.
Oh my goodness, those 2 rounds were just them showing each other what they could do.
That's how we get it done out here. Tekken 8 Season 2. If you ain't getting the right read on me, I got you.
Oh, definitely. Goes for the heat. Oh my goodness, RV Cris with the sidestep and gets all this damage. Gets him up to another wall. Not gonna get the balcony. He does get the balcony break. I didn't even get to finish cursing it.
Is it time? Is RV Cris gonna give us perfect number 16? Nope, that's a damn shame. Pling gonna stop it. I know you don't think that I'm gonna go for a low right there. That's a 14 frame punishable move, and our homie Pling has a 1-button 14 frame launch.
Oh, a costly drop though. If he ends up on that point, RV Cris has Pling's own error to thank for it. Pling goes into AOP. 10 seconds left. RV Cris is now 1 round away from retiring Pling for the evening.
It's about that time. RV Cris now needs to continue to stick with their game plan of controlling that space, but Pling is right in there and was falling right into RV Chris's trap.
Oh, beautiful trap work, defensive, strategic. Tekken gets the wall blast, spaces himself to catch him once he comes down. Doesn't want any side switch shenanigans. He knows Pling will take advantage of. Look at all that gray health Pling can get back. Gets the wall splat, goes into heat.
Dang, that hell sweep was just in the wrong time. Pling runs that heat smash. Oh, what in the googly moogly was that? Was that a cross up?
I believe it was Foxhound, and it might also be in one more interaction. Final round.
Bro, I need the clip on that. Please, people. Let them know. Final double Luigi, as our boy MYK says. Demon breath. We're spitting that hot fire out here.
Yeah, and this is an incredibly in each other's faces final round so far. Into rain dance, into a hell sweep, into a grab attempt that gets tech. Went for that well a little too often. RV Cris tries to force him back. This is so little health. This might be it. Oh, breaks the grab though, Foxhound.
Running 2, got the guaranteed follow-up after that 43 damage. Whiffing, can't be doing that up against Pling. He says, I know you want to backdash. This is the best move in the game to catch you backdashing. That back turn down 3, gonna catch you expeditiously. And Pling is taking it in. KingReyJr. uses a Megadeth. He doesn't really have the voice for it, but he can shred through your life bar, I feel like. Let's see what we got out here. Let's see the heaviness of Grand Finals. KingReyJr. versus Pling.
They've got to be feeling the weight of their own rivalry at this point as they push these first interactions of the very first Grand Finals round, because this was last week's Grand Finals. This was last breakout Grand Finals. It was almost yesterday's breakout Grand Finals, but Rhythm beat KingReyJr. in the losers finals. So these two just keep running into each other.
That will happen out in these streets. That was a quick one. Neither one choosing to use the heat meter in that situation. Didn't need it. When you have Nani Augusto basically whenever you want it after so many options, why use heat?
Right, and you can see KingReyJr. willing to wait for Pling a little, especially after Pling tried that side switch jump. Gets the wall splat off it into a tornado. That is a lot of damage he's racking up. 92 damage, I think I saw before the combo dropped. And Pling can't seem to, does get out of the corner right as I'm going to say it. Never mind.
Okay, nice break on the throw, but oh my gosh, do it again. Why don't you?
Absolutely, why not? Goes for the low, but KingReyJr. sees it coming. That doesn't quite, that looked like a weird little hitbox interaction, but KingReyJr. is not complaining. AOP to get away from the pressure, but that low is there for KingRey again and again.
Very interesting. KingReyJr. is saying, I don't feel like I want to block punish that low. Let me get something a little bit extra. Let me be a little bit greedy. He's been really conservative with the play so far.
Oh, definitely. I noticed that right at the beginning of the set. At the beginning of the round, rather. He's really careful about overextending around Pling, because if he does, that's what happens.
Jeez, that 4-1-2. Perfect opportunity to use that one right there. KingReyJr. with a no round brown game 1, but if we know this matchup, this player matchup, that doesn't mean a damn thing because Pling can come back and adapt at any time on a dime.
I'll be shocked if there's not at least one for game 5, especially because, you know, Piling's gotten the reset in this exact same matchup at least twice now. So KingReyJr has to be sitting in, locked in, ready for a long fight.
We saw a lot of the usage of the lows in that first game to kind of stop Pling from doing the AOP quite as much. You think we're going to be seeing that more in game 2?
I think so, especially because KingRey does seem concerned about shutting down a lot of Pling's movement options, the options he likes to bring out. He doesn't want those AOP shenanigans messing with him. I think we're going to see a lot more like this where he's trying to drive Pling towards the wall and smother him there.
Yeesh. Oh, this is giving me flashbacks to Tekken 7 where that would have wall bounced. Nasty work. Get him. Come on, KingReyJr. Finish him up. A back one. The great wall left. Sending KingReyJr.'s opponent down.
Yeah, see what I mean? Immediate punish on the AOP attempt. Not able to really stop this heat burst, though. Not this time from Pling. Pling's finding his angle. Great punish. Great punish. Beautiful punish.
I love KingReyJr. being like, I know the second hit of this heat smash is gonna make me block it, so I'm just gonna chill here.
Oh, definitely. He knows how to delay his responses so that you either whiff, overextend, just don't get the interaction. That's not what Pling thought was gonna happen.
Big punish. Yo, he could have gotten even more damage off of that with the Nani would go still 4-2-1+2. Yo, he's got dragon wheel kicks for days out here. Healing, eating 75 damage just to start off. This is gonna go in the recap 100%. He wants to realign. Oh no.
100%.
Not the curse.
No chance of realigning this time, except maybe realigning Pling's spine. There's yet another perfect, everybody, and another no-round brown.
I think that one was number 16. Chat, remind me. The numbers, they're getting lost in the sauce. 6 rounds straight. The doo-doo brown?
Oh my goodness. If we see a God match where it's just 3 consecutive no-round browns, I'm not even finishing the broadcast. I'm getting up and going home.
Technically, a God match is 3 perfects.
Oh,
right?
you're right. You're right. But it'll feel like it, won't it?
Yeah, honestly, 100%. It would be kind of a God game, a God set to be able to 9-0 Pling. That would be insane, unheard of.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody 9-0 anybody, frankly. Maybe it's happened, but I personally haven't seen it.
No. I can't remember the last time I saw Pling lose 6 rounds in a row at all.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, 2-0s happen sometimes, but not in this fashion. I think KingReyJr. is just very used to Pling's style. What are you seeing when they play Foxhound? What do you think is the decisive factor here?
I definitely can see Pling getting called out for the AOP, and luckily for KingReyJr., his heat burst is hitting AOP every now and then. It's been working out for him, but really KingReyJr. is just doing so well at calling out these AOP options, and honestly really using that charge in the last game. He was like, do something about it, do something about it.
Yeah, and to saying Pling is using AOP a little too much is like saying fish swim a little too much, but I do think KingReyJr. is getting very comfortable with when Pling is going to AOP.
Right, definitely. Nice. Oh, the wall standing 3, unfortunately, very slow. So using it as a duck and launch punish can be very risky.
Absolute risk, especially against someone like Pling who can capitalize so fast. And you can see him backstepping a lot. Can't stop the heat burst, though. He is sent flying. And that combo might continue. Not yet. Gets caught trying to roll up.
KingReyJr. keeps wanting him to wake up backwards. Pling gets the heat smash and stops the bleeding from the map advantage. Down back 2. He goes away because he doesn't have the heat restores and just runs up and over the shoulder throw.
Yeah, he had not gone for that during the last game, to my knowledge, so I think he lulls KingReyJr. into false sense of security, and that might be part of what all the back steps are about, all the back dashes. He was creating that opening to run in, and right now he's continuing the wall pressure. He's going to try for the wall blast. Not gonna get it, especially because KingReyJr rolls away.
Great Oki though. KingReyJr definitely dealing with that well by being able to sidewell. Pling, oh, trying to step, and then the running 1+2 just out of nowhere. What the damage?
So much damage. This is a game where every single character is a howitzer, and you're really feeling it when KingReyJr puts on that kind of punishment.
Yo, that was crazy amount of damage. That up forward 1-2, guaranteeing the forward 2 is nasty. That was wild. Am I crazy, or did that homing move whiff on Pling?
It did. It absolutely did. But that can did not whiff. KingReyJr puts himself in full control. He's trying to carry him as far as he can. Going to get all the way to the high splat. Continue the punishment. He backs off just a little, find a better angle, and out comes the pressure yet again. Pling's on the rope. Pling's being driven towards set point.
Damn, he just couldn't close out. Does get the punish though. KingReyJr, honestly, yo, that was a sexy combo, I can't lie. Had a couple of them back to back, as a matter of fact. And KingReyJr on tournament point.
And what a tournament point it has been. He doesn't get the full 9-0, but if Pling doesn't get very, very quick in solving this problem, it's gonna be a full 3-0. It's gonna be like, yeah, 9 rounds to 1, and this is going to be a short night at the office for Pling. Finally gets that throw, and what do you think Pling's best options are here, Fox?
I mean, doing exactly what he's doing right here. Finally mixing up, getting those down forward 2 cancels after the throw is magical. Keeping that momentum good. He tried to go for some crazy tech, and it didn't work out. KingReyJr saw it coming a mile away.
He did. He's so used to this, but he didn't see this. And if he did, it was too late to do anything. He gets up, but not enough health. Set point versus survival point. Tournament point versus survival point.
Tried that Sabaki right there, but again, Pling stopping it with that aerial attack. KingReyJr couldn't do any Sabaki. Let's see what we have here. He's just backing up and saying, Pling, you come to me. And he said, oh, why, thank you very much. I think I will.
That's the problem with playing a reactive counter hit with punishing characters like Asuka sometimes. You give a character so much room to take their turn. So many of them are happy to do exactly that. And right now they're returning to neutrals, facing each other out, feeling each other out. Pling goes for the heat burst. Oh my goodness, that can might be the decisive interaction, Fox out. This might be the tournament. He's in so much trouble. He's up against the wall. He has so little health. KingReyJr, 3 games to none. 2-time consecutive times Paragon champion.
We like that. That was a crazy final interaction right there for Pling.